So today, that's not it. Oh yeah, it is. Today is going absolutely perfect, isn't it? Isn't it this morning? Today is the best day from what we're seeing in the stock market. No, seriously, it's a fire sale that's happening right now. We're seeing a lot of things that are down a significant amount. Doesn't mean it's going to stay at these points. I'm not 100% sure. Um, but sorry that I'm late. 2 days in a row being first. It seems like Bob Johnson is first. That's what it looks like. It's the way that it seems. Thank you guys for coming on with me. I understand that. I'm a little bit late. I had a long night last night. Usually I go to sleep a lot earlier. um, but I didn't. So I had a video that I was recording last night, really late. Went on for a long time, which I do have some editing to do on that. Um, Are we losing? No, we're not losing. So everything that we're seeing in the market that's down significantly, we're just seeing because it looks like the overall, not the overall market, but a lot of stocks overall are down. So it's not something where it's specifically to AMC or GME or costs or anything like that. You're seeing SOS. You're seeing a lot of these positions down, and that means that it gives you some sales. That's why I said huge fire sale in my title. And I don't know why it says July 7th again, but I tried to. Nobody told me yesterday it said 2020. What is this, amateur hour? This means we're winning. Yes. I'm nervous. Yeah, I can imagine there's a bunch of people that are nervous. I understand why. Let me bring up Twitch real quick, just so that not do that because there's one person viewing on Twitch. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the 100 people that are over in YouTube right now. But let's look at bring up Vortex. This means we're really winning. So we probably have some people that are selling the position. The only thing I never understand about like kind of a sell off is the fact that when something is being held a lot, it doesn't make sense how it is being sold off unless I guess hedge funds are the ones creating this. The only way that you could see this created is a lot of people end up selling off, or you have certain funds that end up selling off a lot of their positions because of the fact that they're losing so much money. You know what I mean? So they'll look at something like Tesla that they've been long on, and they'll sell that position in order to you know build up some sort of capital to pay for these losses, right? So that's the only thing I really don't understand because we are holding a decent amount, even if I guess with the if we're holding 20% or we're holding 80% and they're holding about 20% or there's 20% that's free to trade, you can actually affect the stock price quite a bit just by using that 20%. So maybe some institutions are selling some things, but I don't really know exactly why we're seeing everything down. Down 30% on AMC, not looking forward to market open. You might see a complete reversal in the market open. It seems like it's dropped quite a bit, which I haven't checked exactly where it's at. I've been looking at a lot of other things. So AMC is currently at $41.39, which is pretty low compared to where a lot of people, obviously want this to go. So This is our sell time. I'll watch AMC or anything else. You have your watch list. It is usually a bit higher, either some called shares. Before GME squeezed, it was at 160 and tanked to 61 before going to 220. Remember, people. Yeah. Again, smash the like button in honor of Matt's birthday. Yeah, we have 191. We have 191 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I actually thought my wife worked at 5:30 this morning, so I was gonna hop on the stream later. That's why I did the video yesterday, last night, because I figured it was later, so I'm gonna have to wake up a little bit later. But that's not the case. She works at 5:30 tomorrow, so that means that I'm gonna probably be live. I would say I'm thinking if I should be. I'll either be live early in the morning or I won't be live in the morning, and I'll wait until I take them to daycare. So I'll let you guys know. Well, happy birthday. It's not my birthday. The ability to actually affect the stock price as much as they have with just 20-25% of the stock available is so dumb. Yeah, I mean, it is. But you also have some people that are trading it. So I would say we're holding 80%, but let's say that it's around 70 or 75, because you probably have a bit that's day trading and swing trading, and we understand what they're doing. There are people that are doing that for some odd reason, and what if they're gaining anything out of it, then they can gain something out of it. But either way, I'm confident. I'm very confident. Lows. I was watching Matt Kors for a little bit, and it seemed like he banned you from his chat. Can't wait to get some cheap shares today. Yeah, man. I can't wait either. I mean, it was down to, I mean, it finished where I said it was going to finish. In my video, I said that I believe it looked like it was on the trajectory to finish at 46, but I said it was going to finish at 45. It finished at 45. No way did I think that it was going to drop another 8%, but it looks like a lot of positions are actually dropping. You're seeing Dogecoin that's down, 8%. And that's pretty big, but creates buying power, or creates a buying opportunity, in my opinion. Dip before the rip. Yep. It's crazy how I started this wanting to make money and still do, of course, but I'm more angry learning how corrupt and crooked the U.S. stock market is. Yeah, 100%. I mean, I thought I would wake up a little bit more angry with the fact that, a lot of things were down. If I look at my overall positions, a lot of things are down. I guess I have free positions that I received, but a lot of positions are down. Cost is down $200. Overall, year to date, I'm still up on cost, so that's not a problem. Dogecoin, that's down $1,000. That moves every cent. That loses or gains $214. ZOM is down 1,000. SOS is down 1,000 or 2,000. GME is down almost 1,000. And then the only thing up is AMC. That's up $13,000, but the gain is slowly depleting. So either way, it looks bad, but I thought I would be more angry, but I'm not, because I understand, the overall situation. I understand we're going to see that dip before the rip. All my positions are down. I have over 75 dividend stock positions. Wow. 75 dividend stock positions? My SPY puts are going to be nice at open. Yeah, I guess that's true. That happens every short squeeze. How low do you think it will go today? I want to buy more. I mean, at this rate, it looks like it's going to drop pretty low, but just keep in mind, I mean, you can always see a full recovery. It looks like a lot of things are way past that. You know, you look at MRIN down 15 or 14%, and you could say it's way past a full recovery, but then again, it might not be. You know, these dips hurt. I don't know what ZOM is at, that's what I'm worried about. ZOM is down to 70 cents. That's not that bad. Maybe I should put another 1,000 in there. Maybe I should. Maybe I should wait just a little bit. It is spotty movement, but it has dropped down quite a bit from 4. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Only a loss if you sell. Yep. Matthew Penny, you got that long-term mindset working for you. Working for me too. Like to hear it. We got 310 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. Does help out the channel a lot. What's a good entry point for Neo? Where is Neo? What is Neo doing? Neo's down to $43, and it depends how long this fire sale goes. I mean, the fire sale could be over. We could see it drop down to this bottom and start to recover. So, seeing how early it is in the morning, that's totally on you. I would like to see what the market's going to do when it comes to volume in the actual market open. But I would say let's look at some history. So it dropped way past this point, dropped past this point. It looks like it's at a touch point here, 43, right? Yeah, it looks like it's close to that touch point of 43. So I would say anything below 43 is pretty good. Or sorry, anything below 44 is pretty good. Right now, where it's currently at 44.02, it's not bad at all. We are seeing a great bit of price movement. Now, are we going to see this drop down more? We don't really know how the market's going to go because it's not 100% predictable, especially at this point. Let's go out a year. It looks like Fat Brand has been on the way up. That looks good. I think we're just going to test 30. You just hold and watch yourself make millions. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an opportunity. I'll tell you that. Getting down to 30 is definitely an opportunity. I just wish everything else wasn't moving with that, because if it wasn't moving with that, a lot of money would go back into AMC as it does drop down. Or GME. I did put more money into AMC and GME recently. So I sold Neo at 56. It's just waiting to go down 25 to 31. Then use profits investments back into Neo. Yeah, I mean that would be a good point if it does get back down to that level. I would say 33 is more likely. Maybe I wasn't on the right stock there, or maybe I was looking at a different time frame. I was looking at 6 months. Yeah, I was looking at 6 months. So yeah, where it is now, it doesn't look like the worst point because it does drop down and actually catches some before it bounces. So if it does end up dropping to 30, that's not a bad move or a bad weight point. So it depends what you want to do and what you're seeing the stock market doing at that time. I have an average price of $44.32. I'm not happy at all, man. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And that's for AMC, right? My average price is now $26, so it has increased because I thought yesterday was a really good day to buy. Just a couple of them I wanted to show how much confidence I had in the position. And 20B far behind. I don't know what that means. Vortex. I mean, I was looking at Ortex, and Ortex doesn't really have an update right now. It's still sitting at 93 million shares, shorted shares. I would imagine they're shorting more. It just doesn't make sense. I understand you have people that are scared, so I just don't know how they would react to something like this. How many shares of AMC? How many shares do you own of AMC? I own 900. My average AMC price is 52, so this is becoming brutal. I hear you. I totally hear you, and this is exactly what they want. Certain levels you have FOMO buying, and then what you're going to have is a lot of people that end up having that fear, you know, that total fear of losing everything. That was the squeeze, and it's not. You know, that's what they try and create across the board, and with people that may have been making money elsewhere, they make sure that nobody else can make money to put more money into AMC. The thought process that goes into AMC, and they're starting to figure this out, is when we see these dips, we take some of our money that we're making from other areas, like options, like whatever it is, cost, or Tesla or whatever, and put that money into AMC. But they're taking this to a whole new level, and they're basically saying, okay, you know what? We're not going to allow them to make money anywhere. So they can't pull their money out any single place. And then they're not going to have any money to put into AMC. And that's exactly what they're dealing with here. They didn't want us to gain any money with options because they noticed that all the money was going into AMC. So a lot of times they drop the prices Fridays or before Fridays, and well below your point. And like I said, they're taking some of these positions and they're pulling their money out so that the prices drop. Been here since $7.95. We've seen worse hang in there. Yes. If it goes down to those lower lows, yeah, of course I'm buying up a bunch. They borrowed 6 million shares alone yesterday, plus on a red market day. It's going to be rough. Yeah. Matt, throw up a membership link for your channel. I do have a membership link. So the membership link is the first link in the description, I believe. Yeah, it's the first link in the description. I go to members only somewhere around, I guess, the 30-minute mark or so. Sometimes it's an hour. I'm thinking of buying into cost SOS and more AMC, and maybe buy a couple more GME, but not sure. That's good to know. I would have loved to have gained a lot in SOS and ZOM so that I can put a decent amount or anything that I did gain into AMC, and then put the initial amount when it does come back, put the initial amount that I had back into those positions so that I can gain $3,000, $2,000, $5,000 from those positions, SOS and ZOM, while also gaining maybe a couple of hundred from cost. But gaining money there and putting that into AMC would be where it's at. Now, I don't know where my crypto is, so that's a whole nother story. So let's go ahead and check that. I wish Coinbase Pro had an app on the computer, but it doesn't look like they do. Wow. So it looks like crypto is down too. And this is all before I get paid from YouTube. I mean, I just got, no, I didn't. I get paid for my job soon, but I get paid from YouTube and a lot of other things. Um, that's on the 20th though, so I got a number of days before we see some moves. So it looks like Coinbase is down $600 overall. I'm up $2,000, but I'm down $600 here. Lowe's, thank you for becoming a member. I thought you were already a member, but thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. I need to see where these prices are. So $42 for internet computer. Litecoin is at 130. That's dropped down a bit. Anchor's down to 7 cents. Ethereum Classics down to 50. Cardano's down to 137. AMP is 6 cents. I thought that was 5 cents, so it must have increased. Gitcoin is down. Compound, that's down to 426. That's not that bad. But either way, I mean, a lot of things are down in the crypto scene as well. So it's not just looking at the stock market. You know what? Let me bring this over here. And then come back to AMC. Let's see where AMC is actually at. So it looks like it's on the way up, just slightly. So maybe we're seeing a little bit of a bounce. I know it's looking like it's starting to level out, but we could possibly see this make its move back. Now it's not too far away from where it was. 8% down seems like a lot, but it's at 41. I believe it was down to 42 yesterday. So down to $42.80. We're kind of similar to where we were. Yes, a little bit lower, but we're sort of similar to where we were. Is your sound so low I can barely hear? No, my sound shouldn't be low. My sound should be fine. It looks like it's okay. Can everybody hear me? Finally, I can comment. Yeah, I made it subscribers only. It is going to change to members only maybe in like 30 more minutes. But right now, yes. When you zoom out on AMC, the chart says shorts have not covered. Hold. Yes. It's a good point. I hear you. I hear you. Your sound is good. Okay. I can hear you fine. Audio is fine for me. Yep. Yep. Turn the volume up a little. Turn the volume up a little. It looks like it's okay. If I turn the volume up more than that, let me see what it's like on this end. On this end. Oh, it seems like it's good. I'm hearing it just fine. Good morning, my friend. Thank you for watching on Twitch. We got 3 people over there. I never thought I would get to the point where I would be laughing at my holdings. Yeah. But I'm holding. They're not scaring me off. Squeeze or bust. Yeah. It's ridiculous the lengths that they're going because it's a lot more than what we're seeing in front of our eyes, you know? I had a video that I recorded yesterday talking about options. Um, and I've seen you on YouTube. Well, thank you for watching on Twitch, and thank you for even watching one video on YouTube. I appreciate it. My voice is a little weird right now because of the fact that I had a beer last night when we were having our discussion, and I guess the beer just didn't sit well with my throat because I feel like my throat has reverted back to its old state. You know, we have 537 people in here, guys. Hit the like button. Have you seen a slingshot? Have I seen an actual like a slingshot? Yeah, yes. Um, you have been a little low the past few days. Like the sound has been low. Did the short interest go up yesterday? I believe it did. From what I've seen, it was like 4%. Who is selling right now? Think about it. Hedge funds are at work. I will lose everything before I sell a share. All right, that's good to know, because there are people out there, I guess, that are selling some, right? Hedge funds, though, are doing majority of the activity, whether it's taking away from a lot of these positive moves that they may have had, because they're looking to kind of tank the market and make it look natural. And it doesn't look natural. We know it doesn't look natural. If everything else is tanking, AMC should be increasing. GME should be increasing, because we know what those hedge funds are doing. Hedge funds are stop loss hunting. Turn them off. Yeah. So any stop losses that you do have, they may be looking for those and easily find those. So I would suggest that you turn them off, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what to do. That's just my opinion. If you feel like you can take that opinion and do something with it, then go ahead. What are your thoughts on Senso token? We can talk about that later. Actually, I wanted to find a way to buy more Tiki token, because I just like the fact that I get Binance coin. I mean, my Binance is down 4%, but Tiki token's up 93%. It was up 93% yesterday, and it's up 16% today. It is not bad. And then I'm gaining Binance token from it. So I don't even care about what Tiki token is doing. I'm just going to hold on to it and gain Binance. I would like to buy a lot more, but we'll see how that plays out. I'm no financial advisor either, just my strong opinion. I hear you, yeah. What do you think AMC earnings report will hold at the end of the month? I think AMC is actually going to do pretty well. I mean, I went to an AMC. We're going to have Black Widow that comes out this weekend. We had a number of movies that came out. When I went to the movie theaters, it was packed. You know, I heard a bunch of people talking about AMC. They said they watch people. They watch Trey and Matt Kors, and they were like, "Yeah, I'm invested in AMC. I have 100 plus shares." And some people had only like 10 shares, but they were like, "Look, I have some, and I'm holding on to it for a long period of time." And it was great to be able to have that conversation, you know, with some like random people, just hearing them, you know, talk about it. And I didn't tell them, you know, that I was on YouTube. I just like people to, you know, organically have that conversation. So I'm working on my introvertness. Do you think Zom is done bleeding? Looking to buy 5,000 shares, ride it out. So do I think they're done bleeding? I'm not sure. I'm thinking of getting more at 70, because right now I think I have $1,300 to put into Zomedica, which can get me a decent amount, but it won't really make a huge impact to what I have, because I have 7,000 shares. So that will probably get me somewhere around like a little under 2,000 or over it. Price is psychological. I'm 60K profit. To me, still green, hold arm. Yes, 100%. I'm right there with you. I bought more, and I'm sitting at a higher cost basis of $26, and it's getting closer and closer to my cost basis. Am I worried? No. If it gets to my cost basis and it drops below it, am I worried? No. So for me, I always think of it as, you know, it gives me that opportunity. As long as they still have that short the amount of shorted shares is still 100 plus million, or I guess 90 plus million, I'm staying with it. So if it goes down to $5, you're going to see me buy a boatload of AMC. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Best thing to do with these dips is average down. if you're in a hole right now. Yeah, I mean, if you're at $60 is where you bought or $70 is where you bought, I would imagine there's probably some people that bought at $70 that have dropped out. But people that are still holding at this point, it's way better to average down. If you're holding 100 shares and you buy another 100 shares here, one, it's going to cost you a lot less to buy 100 shares, and two, it's going to bring that cost basis down halfway between the price it was at or you bought at and the price it is now. So it's going to be a good situation to bring your cost basis down so much, meaning that you can gain a lot more, below your original cost basis. Only I wake up, it's down like this. What's going on? Kind of panicking. Yeah, don't panic. I think panicking is the wrong way to take this. I understand the thought, but look at the overall stock market. Look at everything in the stock market. Don't just look at AMC. I know a lot of people like to focus on it and they go, "What is going on? Why are we seeing this?" Well, we know that you look at a lot of the positions that you may be holding or a lot of positions that are in your watch list and they're dropping down. But you need to look at it and just say, we understand where this situation is. We understand the short interest. We understand the amount of shorted shares that are out there. We understand the growth of the position, the potential growth of the position, and it makes me think of more of a sale than anything. And I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'll buy more. Well, I want all in at $10, currently taking care of my son, so there's no more buying for me. Child support sucks. I hear you. And I know people that really have to deal with child support, and it's not the best thing, especially like if the significant other makes a lot of money. Then I understand the premise behind child support, but some people actually like they have like equal share, what is it, equal custody or something, and the dad or even the mom, in most cases it's the dad, has to pay child support, even though like they stay over their house, they take care of them and buy them clothes and all that stuff, the things they need, but then you have to pay like $400 a month or something like that, or a week. I don't know. I don't have to deal with that, and I hope I don't ever have to deal with it, because I don't know what child support would be for me if that was the case. I'll take the risk. No, those words. Risk analyst words. It's definitely a sale, but I'm buying it at 33. That's where I got in before. I hear you, because anytime above that, you'll basically increase that cost basis. But right now, you're seeing it actually make a move up, so that's good. Up to about 41.80. We could definitely see a comeback, so don't get completely scared just because we're seeing a lot of positions that are down. If anybody should be scared, it should be the people that have the most money in there. And I understand that a lot of people that have the most money in there are very calm. When you see things drop by tens of thousands or 20,000, hundreds of thousands, that's where people end up getting a little bit scared. But we're noticing with something like AMC, everybody's so cool, calm, and collective that it's crazy, and I love seeing it. There are some people that are panicking, but then there's a lot of people that are really cool, really calm. But you're seeing right now, we're seeing an increase up to below 7% of a loss. So we're making our way back up to $42. So it's not really the worst situation possible. It is getting to a point to where it's overbought, but let's continue this buy up here. This is a test. Hold, people. Coming back. When the stock exchange opens, it will either move sideways or fall. I mean, if it does, that's just creating a ton of buying opportunity for us. The only thing is that they're taking our buying opportunity away from other stocks. So if we wanted to put more money into different positions, we would need to take it out of other positions. But that means I would need to accept a $2,000 loss, which I had a wash sale in there. So that means I wouldn't even be able to write that off. Or I would accept a $1,400 loss in order to put about $9,000 worth of capital into AMC, which I would have loved to do if this was the opposite. If I was making $2,000 with SOS and making $1,000 with ZOM, I would have sold the portion of it to where I was making that much, the gain, and put that into AMC, which would have been $3,000, $4,000 worth, plus the money that I have in there, and then I would have been good. Scared money don't make money, exactly. Bouncing back as we speak. Yes, it does look like it. We're starting to see a pullback a little bit. It was overbought at the time. We understand that. It did get back to the 200 EMA, and hopefully we can see that jump over. It's healthy if we see a little bit of a pullback, as you do see it run up. So we're good. I bought AMC at $59, and now I don't have money to buy the dip. What can I expect? I mean, you just hold at that point. Whatever you feel is best, go ahead and do that. I don't want to tell you to do anything exactly. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to sell, buy, anything like that. But I can give my opinion on what I would do at $59, and it's kind of I don't know, the way that I would look at it. I always look at it as buy more, because I always have extra money to buy more. It does take a little bit of time to put more money into Webull, so that's where it ends up being a situation for me. But if I didn't have the money, I mean, it would be something to where I'm just waiting for this to push. And it's something where I would just let it sit there. Yes, the RSI is cooling off. This time frame would be more suitable at that point. The 4 hour. Yeah. Only 1 day shows more room to the downside. I'm losing you there. I know if we were looking at, a lot of people were like, oh, well, you know what? We're still within that consolidation. Right now, we're breaking consolidation. So this could actually go on for a while. If we were going to draw some figures, if we were looking at the day chart, I'll probably look at a different chart as well. Look at that. Let me look at the 4 hour. Bring this over here. I hate the fact that this gets in the way and you can't draw something if that gets in the way. Looks like the way this is moving here, we're seeing it about to create a firm level of support back here. I guess, what was this level down here that we were looking at? $39. So we could see that same level happen again. And it could be something where it bounces before, because $41 is not too far away. So we could see that bounce beforehand. Yeah, we could see that bounce. It's looking more like a straight line here. There's 716 people in here, guys. If you could hit the like button, it does help out the channel. It really, really does. I appreciate you guys being here. So RSI is basically on momentum. So it gives it on momentum. So when you look at something like this and it has a lot of momentum here on the upside, it's basically telling you that when you're seeing this push up, it has a lot of momentum, and you're rating it based on anything that's above 70 or below 30. Anything that's below 30 will be oversold, which means that you have a very strong inkling that you will have a reversal. And on the opposite side of anything that's overbought, you definitely can see that pull back at some point in the near future. So a lot of times when you see these large green candlesticks, and this is looking at 4 hours, you can see that it is overbought, and it shows that it's being overbought so much. So you need to make sure that you're going to see some sort of reset, which we have seen in multiple cases. So we've seen this increase here where we're being overbought, and then a full reset down to 23. And then you started to see that increase again to where it was overbought yet again. And then you're seeing that reset, that increase back down to a level of like 52. So typically you're going to see a reset of the RSI. A lot of times right now it is being oversold. So know that we're going to get closer and closer to a bounce. We're about 15 or 14 on the RSI, which means that we're closer and closer to an actual bounce. And we've seen that bounce a little bit. We're at $41.76 for the current price, which is 7.3% down. And that's not that bad. It was at 9% down, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I think I woke up and I was looking at multiple things and I was just like, why is it so red? But now we're sitting in a comfortable spot. What I want to see is a kind of a reset. And we got down to about 50, 56 on the RSI. Now we're starting to see this pick up again. I see you. AMC is $41. I bought it $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, $11, $14, $20, $22, $25, $33. 33 a lot. 45 and 55, and one at 76. Average of $15.15 for 805 AMC shares. That's amazing. That's amazing. You played it a great way. You've seen it increasing and you continued to move with it. That's perfect. I would love to have bought a lot at 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9, but most of mine happened within like the $10 range, the $10 to $11 range, I would say. I had a couple that I bought at $8 or $7, but I didn't want to. I was always had the thought of not putting everything in one basket, which I probably should have put a lot into one basket because I would have had like 4,000 shares, but I decided not to do that. I'm missing a lot of stocks. I'm missing a lot of comments here, but would you consider this a triple bottom? Are we breaking out by the day, or we want to break it out by 4 hours? Then we'll look at it. 4 hour candlestick. No, I wouldn't say this is a triple bottom. And even if we're looking at, no, I wouldn't say it's a triple bottom. If you're trying to factor that into a triple bottom, no, I wouldn't say that is it. We did drop below that point to $37, so I wouldn't call this a triple bottom. I would just call this a double bottom if it does get to that point. But right now, it hasn't even got to that point yet. We are seeing a recovery though, so it's bouncing off of some sort of level from the order books. We have a 3,300 share wall at $46. That means there's definitely that wall if it does get up to that point, which we would see it at a positive note then. Matt, do you think there's any stocks that could squeeze alongside AMC and GME? If it is, not as big. Yeah, so there's a number of positions that I have in my not crypto. Crypto's down though. That I have in my most popular watch list. And you could see things like costs make a move. That generally jumps quite a bit because one, it has the amount of shorted shares is pretty high. And also with less shares outstanding or less of a public float, you're going to see this move a lot more. So cost is one of those. You're going to see Fubo TV move with it. SOS might be one that moves after the fact. You're going to see Bed Bath and Beyond make a move up to probably 40, 50, see that really make a jump. Let's see, ZOM will be something that's after the fact. So that's something that I'm interested in, at least buying a little bit more. I'm weighing my options on if I should buy more of that. Because right now I'm at 90 cents, which is 20 cents off where it was or where it is. But there's a number of positions that can move with it. I know Ride is being heavily shorted at the moment. No swing trades, just AMC. The whole market is crashing. Relax, Elon. Yeah, I know. Is it possible that some hedge funders get tempted to cover at these prices? Well, they can cover some. Yeah, they can always cover some, but they're going to cover the earlier shorts that they put in. So they're constantly covering some, constantly returning shares to the market. That's not something that they're not. Yeah, wearing a banana shirt. That's not something that they are. That's not something that they're never doing, which is something that they're always doing. Sorry for the double negative. So when they look at their shorts, they have a bunch of shorts. They're covering the early ones. They're reshorting at these prices and continue to bring this down as they continue to cover, reshort, naked short, all these other things, and bring this down quite a bit. So yes, it's possible that they cover at these prices, but they would be losing money if they do that. It's not a point to where they can just bring it down and make money. Now, if you have a lot of FOMO buying, or sorry, a lot of fear that's created and people are selling, then yes, they could make a little bit more from it, but ultimately, in the end, they're losing money. They would just make money back, Aren't they forced to cover these slaps on the wrist ease for them? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, well, hedge funds hold a lot of weight. I'll tell you that. They can do whatever they want. People with money can do whatever they want, and this is why I don't trust the government or any types of rules and regulations that put in place where people are like, oh, we're going to see it increase because of this rule, this happening. What's the thought of this? And my overall thought is always, it probably doesn't even matter. It really probably doesn't. It's not gonna do anything. It's not gonna fix anything, and that's just my opinion. But it seems to always be right. Is that no matter what they have out there that says this is going to be a better situation for us traders, us retail traders, it ends up being the same, if not worse. Covering would equal buying pressure. Not seeing that currently. Yeah, they're covering some, but they're not covering enough. So we're seeing buying pressure based on that covering. But then if you look at the Ortex data, a lot of times they are shorting a lot more, or they're borrowing a lot more shares than they are returning. Appreciate you so much. Mornings wouldn't be the same without you. Thank you for saying that. I thought once Erica told me, she was like, yeah, I don't work at 5:30 today. I was like, oh crap. Especially on a day like today, I want to be here for you guys because I know it can be very, very difficult to take in, with everything that's happening. Right now we're sitting at about 7% down. And just realize that 7% down may seem like a lot because 7%, you're like, oh man, that's a crazy amount. Just look at the dollar figure. It's only like $3.21. $3.21 compared to where it is, it can easily get back to those points. Easily get back to those points. You see that large drop. A lot of times you see the large increase and it comes back. So you'll be up 15%. It'll drop back down to like 2% or 3%. Just everybody, let's just take a deep breath. Understand the situation, and that we're still basically in that same situation, if not worse, for the hedge funds. I think we're good. Guys, we have 742 people in here. Please hit the like button. It does help out. Nice to see you're feeling better. Yes, I am feeling better. The whole market is down. It is. That's the main thing I worry about with AMC. It's the numbers, and everything is in place, but the government and these hedge funds are more than willing to pull these tricks and keep it down / stop it entirely. Yeah, that's why I'm worried. I always get worried when people focus on a lot of these rules and regulations and legislation, anything that they're creating, right? I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't see how it's going to affect it. And also, I'm always worried about what happens when this ultimately squeezes. What are they going to do to try and take this away from us? Are they going to try and do something there? I try and see both sides of the coin, and really understand the positives and negatives of things so that we understand what would save our ass in this situation. Really, diamond hands don't give a hoot about about the share price right now. We know the game. Exactly. Nice to see you feeling better. Thank you. Love the shirt. Thank you. This banana shirt here. I actually did receive my Profit Hands hoodie, which I'm excited about. The only thing is it smells like glue, so I had to wash it. So right now it's in the wash, and I'll probably wear it tomorrow. But it seems like really, really great quality. I tried to put it on just for today, but the glue smell would have just bothered the hell out of me. Love the banana shirt, Matt. Thank you. I'm gonna hold on even if my balance hits zero. Well, it won't hit zero. I don't think AMC will be shorted to bankruptcy at this point. Has anybody seen anything from like Adam Aaron? Has he tweeted anything lately? No, I didn't tweet anything besides the fact that this doesn't scare me yesterday, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. Yeah, so it looks like it's just that. Uh, so AI chemist, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Doge is dipping more. Yeah, it looks like crypto is dipping. A lot of things is taking a hit. Doge has dropped down to 21 cents. Bitcoin has dropped down to $32,000. Ethereum Classic has dropped down to $49. I'll tell you what, this just creates more buying opportunity for me because I was looking to buy more Litecoin, more Ethereum Classic, more ICP, and this just creates a little bit more of an opportunity for me. So it gives me that ability to bring money over to a different platform. I was actually thinking of taking the $1,300 that I have out of the stock market and putting it into Coinbase so that I can buy a little bit more there. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I was going to put it into some of my positions that I have here, which is costs. I could have put it in there, which costs I think I'm just going to let sit. SOS I'm letting sit right now. GME I bought more already. AMC I bought more already. The only thing that I questioned was Zomedica being down to 70 cents. It makes sense to get that difference between 70 and 90, But once we see this take off, we're going to see a lot of things move with it. So I believe they said something recently about AMC hosting UFC or private UFC viewing parties. Yeah, it does look like that, where it's like $20 or $25, when like pay per view is like 70 or something. So that's definitely a steal. And you get to go there and you can buy some popcorn and stuff, and have like a little party, I guess, which is not bad. Matt, I don't know if you remember me, but I love seeing the channel grow. Uh, Still deep in AMC since $5. Um, I can't say that I do, but maybe something will jog my memory. What are your thoughts on Shiba Swap? I don't have any thoughts on Shiba Swap. I haven't even looked into it. Down 6% in the pre-market. That's hilarious. It was down a lot further than that. So we're definitely making a move. 7% now. Agree on crypto sale. Do you see a correlation in the past couple of weeks? When the stock market gets hit, it seems crypto plunges. Like, had you sell off crypto to cover borrowing shares? Yeah, so borrowing shares. I think you're right. So it's not something to where it's like, oh, crypto is selling off for some odd reason. It's the point to where hedge funds, anybody that has shorted the position is probably covering anything that they do have, and doubling down. So they're basically saying, I'm taking out of crypto, I'm taking out of my regular position. So they're trying to make sure everything tanks while also gaining opportunity for themselves. So they're pulling things out of those positions, putting it into maybe the fact that they can borrow shares. They need the money to borrow shares. But what's happening is, anywhere that you wanted to make money in order to put more money into AMC, they're not giving you that opportunity. They're not. Can you explain Vortex? Is that what you're saying? Vortex right now, I mean, it's sitting at 18%, 18.24%, 93.3 million shorted shares. This has not been updated yet. Next time you bring it up, I understand where the price gap is and the volume, but the rest of the chart doesn't really make sense. So you understand the price gap and the volume, but other things that we're looking at, so short interest and days to cover, and some other things that you could put on here as well. So a lot of times you want to focus on the short interest change and how that's moving. So the short interest change, seeing this at 85%, this is all based on what's reported. So whatever's reported, you see that 85, I said 85%, 85 million shares is what was reported on June 15th. And it went from 102 or 100, 102.3 million shares down to 85 million shares. So it's always great to understand that. And you can add some more things in there if you wanted to. If you wanted to look at utilization, you can look at the utilization, how that's been moving. It's been at 100% multiple days. You can add in cost to borrow. You can add in your estimated short interest of free float. So, but to tell you the truth, I'm actually starting to really get familiar with what Ortex has to offer, because one, I'm paying for it, so I want to understand everything that goes on with the chart and with the platform in general. So I'm still learning as to what I'm all looking at here and what I can do here. So I'm a little bit new to it as well, so I wouldn't be doing you any justice by trying to explain everything. Yeah, that's the exchange reported short interest. He's half black. What are we saying here? Are you black? Yes, I'm half black. Going to talk about big things happening next week potentially for AMC and GME. Do you know any specifics on that, or no dates? No, I wouldn't hold it just to like next week, saying that next week's going to be absolutely amazing. Um, I would hope that we see something really big, but until we start seeing that the green in front of our faces, I don't want to sit here and like fully speculate. I just want to say, if we are seeing a very bad week this week, you know we're going to have a strong recovery. Something that's being overbought or oversold this much kind of indicates that. So if we're looking at the day chart here, let's go back to here and let's look at the day chart. We're going to see that at the moment, sorry, the 4-hour chart. If we see at the moment, we're being oversold, well oversold. So if that's the case where we're down here to 15 or 14 or whatever on the RSI, know that we're going to see that bounce, and we're waiting to see that bounce back up, which can jump us back to about 50 on the RSI, which should bring us up to $65, $70. Um, so currently the shares on loan, we have 95 million, 95.47 million. You look at the average. This is the average age of those shares on loan. Sorry, I might be complicating the chart here. Yeah, I mean, I have the shares on loan. I don't know where the average is. Again, I'm getting used to this platform, so everything is down this morning, including crypto. Yeah, they're trying to basically not let us buy anything with any of our gains if we do have any gains. My dude, have a good day. I'm here every morning hanging out with Matt. We'll have to talk crypto next time, I understand, because I gotta head out, man. Thank you again for your honest opinions. Yeah, I mean, thank you for being here. Hopefully, you're still here. Good night might be in the other Matt stream. All right, cool. Have you noticed? If you notice, they're taking a lot of option gain opportunities away from us, other stock gain opportunities away from us, and they're not looking for us to put that into the markets, into AMC. Can you guys hear me? Does the audio sound better? For some reason, I thought I had the wrong audio here selected. Give me a second. Yeah. You can hear me? Okay, perfect. um, and use what everybody else is trading on. Trading 212 is in the same boat. Yeah, it'll be a bloodbath in the market today. That's what it looks like. Do you think Who do you think was buy at 50 and 60? Who do you think was buy at 15? I don't know what you're saying there. We're not going anywhere. Okay, yeah, we're not going anywhere. Yes. Hey, the rule 203B being enforced today. They shouldn't be able to short the stock, right? You would think so, but I'm pretty sure they can do anything behind the scenes. So that still allows them to naked short if it's not being seen by anybody. But yeah, apparently 203B isn't really going to do much, but I'm not really 100% familiar with it. Begins of blah blah. AMC stays on the threshold list. Hedge funds will be forced to cover all of their millions of shorts. Yeah, I see. I don't know about being forced to cover anything. It requires the participant in regulation agency immediately purchase shares to close the failure to deliver. And yeah, apparently, from what we're looking at on when they're on that threshold list, from what I understand, there were other positions or other stocks that were on those lists for a number of days, well over the 13-day threshold. So I don't know how that really applies to anything. All of this news, yeah, it's great, but it doesn't look like it's affecting the stock in a big way, if at all. Anyone who's nervous or scared about AMC transfer your shares to me. I'm glad to have them. That's funny. It's too funny. He was bought for a month at 50 to 60. Think about it. Oh, okay. Yes. People were buying and holding at those prices, and you think that this is going to create panic and everything's going to go downhill. No, it's not the case. We're now sitting at 8%, so it has dropped down a little bit more. We might see that double bottom here. If we do, then we might see a really decent bounce off of that bottom. I haven't invested more than I should have. But the point is to make money. Yes, the point is to make money. You're right. And we will. Guys, remember when AMC was 10? Bruh, look at it now. Exactly. All right, so guys, all the people that were commenting, thank you for commenting. I'm going to close this up to members only because it's very tough for me to read everything that's going on here. I want to make sure the members can get their questions answered if they do have some questions. And we can go from there. And the membership is only $1. So if you guys want to join as a member, see if you like it, let me know. And then if you don't like it, you can always cancel after the first month. It's only $1. You still believe this is going to be, yes, I still believe this is going to be the mother of all short squeezes. Them doubling, tripling, quadrupling, 10xing, I guess looking at them adding more to the position. It's just making me think this is going to be stronger and stronger every single day. Good morning, all. Pay $1 and join the cool kids gang. That's funny. The $30 are coming. Lock arms and hold together. Yeah, that's going to create a lot of buying opportunity. I mean, for people that bought in, that actually see the ability to grow. If someone bought it at $70, right, and you see the fact that this was holding at a higher price and the amount of push that this has, the amount of people that are streaming, and you see the potential in it, you now give yourself room to basically double down and buy it at a lower price and bring your cost basis down a heck of a lot, because where it is and where it was, it's $30 away from where it was at its peak. That means that you could basically split that difference in half and get to a level to where maybe you're holding the position at a cost basis of $55 instead of $70, or $50 instead of $70. And now when this does increase to $50 or $55 or whatever, you're at your break even point and you can gain nothing but more, I guess, on the way up. So you're gaining a lot more before you even get to your original cost basis. I feel like that's a win-win, right? Is it Mofer Thucker? Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Where do you live, Matt? Specifically, like what house number and street address? Oh yeah, sure. I'll just give that out. I live in Reading, PA. I bought more yesterday, and I will be buying more today. It's good to hear. Exactly, the shorts are still have to cover. Yes, digging their grave deeper. Absolutely. Their only option is to drag this out as long as they can. That's the only option that they have, because when you look at it from a 10,000 foot view, they have is money, and money creates time for them. So they have money and time, and it seems like we have time as well, because we are just holding our position. We don't have an endless amount of money, but we do have time. Like, we can sit here and hold it for a long period of time and not care what they end up doing, because ultimately they're digging themselves deeper and deeper into a hole. We're not leaving until we're paid. Yes. Call me crazy, but wouldn't it make it more sense to generate more money if GME position were sold for AMC? It would hurt the hedgies just as bad and the squeeze faster, right? I'm thinking out loud here. Ultimately, yes, you can say that when you have more shares or you're holding more shares, it does make the squeeze a lot stronger. But no matter what, they're shorting some of the same stocks that we're holding. So AMC, GME, costs. I can't think of any other ones right now. But they're shorting all of these positions. So ultimately, it's going to make it the same strength, because you have the same money that's they're basically betting against. Does that make sense? So I understand where you're coming from. Ultimately, you want one to squeeze like more than the other. You want something to actually happen when it comes to AMC. But I think both of them have equal chances of squeezing, because they're doubling, tripling, quadrupling down. They have naked shorts that's going on in both situations. Probably a little bit more with AMC because of the fact that the price is lower. But yeah, still. And everything was already like pre-set up for GME, and you're seeing something. You're seeing some things go into GME. You're seeing the price adjusted. You're seeing it get an impacted by a lot of these shorts. But again, I think we're good. Or I just got in. What the fuck is going on? I mean, hedge funds, I believe that they're pulling a lot of their money out of their positions across the board, because they're losing so much. They need to take money out of assets and fund what's going on with AMC and GME and a lot of other short positions that they have. And they're also taking the opportunity away from us to make money on options, which may give us a little bit more of an opportunity. I'm thinking about if I had the ability to trade options. I'm thinking about working with some options contracts. But they're taking our ability to make money away from options in the last however many weeks. They're taking our money, taking our ability to make money away from other positions, because they're pulling their assets out, and they're also taking our potential gains away from crypto, so that we can't take money out of there or any gains out of there to put that into AMC as well. So that's their overall fight. We understand where they're coming from. We see it. We see the data. They can try and hide all they want, but it's not going to work. Remember the days when it was $5 fire sale. I would love if it got to that point. I know a lot of people will get scared, but if it got to that point, I'm buying up a crap ton. I was going to use a different term, but I'm buying up a crap ton. Today going to close at 48, going to be a green day. I'm thinking we could see some sort of a reversal. I mean, if I look at the 4-hour candlesticks, I'm looking at it being oversold at a massive scale. And it still hasn't beat to that. Still hasn't gotten to that point to where you actually had a double touch point here. Whether it's a double touch point here or a double touch point here, we haven't seen that point yet. Look at GME, folks. It dipped all the way to 40 and went back to 300. Chill. I hear you. That's right. GME went from 70 to 400, back down to 70, and then up to 300, 350 actually, and then down to 100, and then back to 350. You remember that? So GME had multiple dips. It wasn't just the ones that you guys are talking about. It went to 70, or it was at 70, went to 480 something, went down to 46, I believe, and jumped up to 200, went down to 100, jumped up to 350, dropped down to 100, jumped up to 350 again. It was crazy. So I'm expecting all of that to happen, and we're not even at that point yet for AMC. We're at the point to where it could dip down in the beginning stages before it ends up taking off to higher and higher numbers. And then when you see those higher numbers, it might dip down to previous maybe resistance points and then jump up again. So you have to be prepared for all of this. Not just AMC, the whole market is blood red. Yeah. Good day to buy if you have funds. I agree with you. I agree with you. The only thing is a lot of people, if you have cash. So for me, you look at this and a lot of my positions are bleeding. So I have Dogecoin that's bleeding, down $1,000. I have my cryptocurrency that's sort of bleeding. I'm still up $2,000 total in the last 2 weeks or so. But I'm down $600 or $800, I guess, in the last week or last couple of days. Dogecoin, I'm down $1,000. I'm down $1,000. SOS, I'm down $1,000. AMC, I'm up 13,000. But we're going to see all of these pull back. So they're basically taking our gains away from us. So that, yeah, you sell, you lose. Yeah, exactly. They're taking our gains away from us so that we can't put it into AMC later. So yeah. So where we at? 876 people in here, guys. Hit that like button if you can. It does help out the channel a ton. It really does. I know I got on here a little bit late, but we understand what's happening, in the market. I'll be here on a red day as well as being here on a green day. I hope that I can that we can make some moves tomorrow. I might end up starting a little bit earlier, so I'll start at probably like 4 o'clock and then go until my children wake up, and then take them to daycare, and then probably start again after I take them to daycare. So that's tomorrow. So if we are going to see a green day tomorrow, that's what will happen tomorrow, because my wife works at 5:30. She usually takes the kids to daycare, but the daycare doesn't open until I think like 6:30. So I won't be able to take them until literally within the stream. We start a hashtag, I'm not selling. Yeah. Mm. All right. I literally just sent out. I literally just tweeted if you guys want to follow me on Twitter. I'll put it. Oh, here we go. Hello. Oops. Yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm putting this up and pinning it to the chat. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I did tweet out I'm not selling, so let's try and make that trend. I don't know if we will, but we can try. We got 800 and what, 30 people here? All right, where are we sitting at? So we're sitting at $41.33, down 8.3%. Like, it looks bad when you're looking at the percentage, but when I look at the price, I look at the amount that went down, $3. That can easily be made up. Easily be made up. We've seen it move $10 in one day. We've seen it bounce. We've seen a lot of different things that have happened. This drop is not really concerning to me. You have a prediction for today yet? Or too hard to tell at this point? I'm thinking we're going to be stuck in the $38 to $43 range. I actually think we're going to come back and break even. So I don't think it's going to be anything to where we close crazy positive. If it is positive, I will be slightly positive or slightly negative. But I think we're going to get to a point to where we actually come back to break even. I don't think this will hold. And that's just my opinion. I think we're going to see a bounce, and it won't hold, and we'll see it jump up. Yes, we're going to see some firepower from them to where it may be a red day, but I don't know if it's going to stay this red. It looks like Elvis Presley. Me? I don't think I do. Looks like Will Smith a bit. Sure, because of the hair? Is that why? I'm all in. I'm all in to get a parking. AMC is the ticket to a twin turbo. Oh yeah, I guess. I'm looking to do something different with my money. I mean, I'm gonna put it right back into the markets. Unless if it's a crazy amount, like I gain, let's say $5 million. If I gain $5 million from that after taxes, then yeah, I mean, I'll do some things with some of that money, but most of it is probably going into investment accounts, and it's probably going to go into an index fund to where I can live off the interest a little bit. I would say he kind of looks like Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars is like 5'4". Probably not even that. No, he's like five. He's like, how tall is Bruno Mars? He's 5'5". Taylor Swift is 5'11". They give me all of these people, these celebrities. I didn't know Taylor Swift was that tall. Anyways, how tall are you? I'm 6'2". My wife likes to say 6'3". I'm technically 6'2 and a half. I can't tell when you're sitting. You could be 5'2". I am 5'2". That's what I am. Yep. I am I'm 5'2". I'm shorter than Bruno Mars and Kevin Hart. Yes. Damn. Short stack. He has big hands. No, I'm 5'2". I'm actually 5 foot. I lied. I added 2 inches. I'm 5 foot. Oh man. If I'm 5 foot, if I'm 5'2", then that means uh, Erica has to be like 4'4". Accurate? Yeah, because the difference makes it seem that way if you look at it in a picture. Uh, I'm gonna load up. Bruno Mars is 5'5", but it also says Arnold, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, is 6'2". I believe you're 5 foot. All right, I'm 5'3". There's nothing wrong with being 5'3". I also added 2 inches, but you knew better. Okay. So we have 758 people in here, guys. Hit that like button. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Follow me on my other channels as well. I think right now we're down again, closer to that 9% mark. Matthew, I believe we might hit 32. You think we might hit $32? Why do you think we might hit $32? Looking at something of like, let's say 6 months, breaking it down here, you're thinking that it's going to hit $32. There's no like support level. There's no support or resistance level at 32. I mean, I don't see any. I understand that AMC has been breaking through a lot of these levels that we do see, but still, you have to have. I think usually these support and resistance levels hold a little bit more than something of like a standard pattern that we're looking for. What's going on here? Is this a stock channel or a measuring contest? I don't know. I guess measuring contest. One person asks a question and then everybody else decides to chime in, but it's cool. I mean, that's what the community is all about. We can do that. Fill a lot of that dead air. I'm so hungry. I go with my impressive dog, which is 5'10", about an 11. Filling the gap would be 32. A little laugh is good before the market. Yeah, I guess it's good because it takes your mind off of what is happening here, and hopefully we can see that a reverse, and we can see that go from $40 or $41 up to $45 or $46 before we even know it. Which I had to. Sounds way better than 4 inches. Okay. Hope you guys We were able to eat some of the dip yesterday. What about the tasty dip today? Hungry? I guess you better get you some tendies today. Absolutely. So right now it's 7:30. We have about 3 hours until the market opens, and then we'll be good. My stomach is making some hunger moves here. Jesus. Dips are tasty every day. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. See, I don't think the Vortex data is updated yet. It's always great to refresh it. 96.41 million shares. We know that they're shorting a lot more than that. These naked shorts are ridiculous. Coinbase Pro, let's see where things are. Still down that $600 that I was up yesterday. And in the beginning of the week, I was up to 6,800. So dropped down a little bit. Oh, that. The whole market is getting flushed. Yeah, I agree with you. Everything's red. Red means opportunity. That's a good way to look at. How much is Ortex yearly or monthly? I believe it's like 20 something dollars monthly, but total it's like 588 or something for a year. So I just bought it for a year, and now I have it for a while. And if I don't like it this year, then I won't get it next year if I don't end up using it enough. Because I think they have a lot of things that you can use, but I want to make sure that I can use those things. And when we go through a normal stream, which is not something like what we see with AMC, because we're literally talking about AMC the whole time. Everything else is really red as well. We would be looking through a watch list and breaking that down and probably bringing up Vortex a lot. He is about to do a reverse split 8-1. Does that mean I need to own 8 shares to have one after the split? Yes. So, well, basically, if you don't need to own 8 shares. So basically, if you have partial shares that you're owning, it'll basically just split that into 8. So if you own, let's say you own 0.8, you own like not even 8 shares, you own 0.8, you would basically get 0.1 shares back, but you would have a higher price. You don't need to own 8 shares. It's just great to own 8 shares to actually know what you're getting. So doing that reverse split would basically 8 times your price. Usually when they do that, when you do a reverse split, and I don't want to get this confused with AMC. I'm not saying do this to AMC, but usually when they do a reverse split, you probably want to short the position, just because it usually falls after you see a reverse split, from what I understand. But that's just my opinion. I've seen it on multiple occasions. Sometimes it doesn't go that way, but if it does, if you do end up shorting the position, just make sure you have a stop loss, because it won't be good. You would have an unlimited amount that you can lose if it does go up. Drive the price back up 80%. Yep. AMC is hitting the golden. Most bullish as fuck. Well, let's go. Let's do this. But what do they do to manipulate it though? They short it. I mean, they're shorting it constantly. They're naked shorting it. They're borrowing shares that are not there. Loosening this. Do you think some people have I feel like these are selling it dream investors to try and make the market look stronger than ever, when in reality it's going to drop. I don't know about that. I don't think they'll have a big crash now. I think eventually, yes, you will see it crash. I mean, crashes are inevitable; they will happen. But I don't think you'll see that now. I think that's going to take a little bit. Once you see it, it was at like higher highs or the highest highs it could possibly be in 2020. 2021 is a different story. We've seen things kind of crash down, and I think it's not necessarily because of just anything really besides the fact that you have hedge funds that want to put things in certain places and take money out of certain places, and a lot of times people with money control the stock market. Basically, you look at a stock and the reason that it moves is because negatively is because someone sells that position, right, at a massive scale. So why would everything sell off all at once? Well, the reason it could sell off all at once is because you have institutions that could be moving their money around because they're afraid of what hedge funds could do there. You have the hedge funds that are actually moving some of their money in order to get prepared for the losses that they're going to take. You have a number of things that can actually be a factor there, but it's all based on buying and selling. So yeah, I mean, definitely tough. Vertex just tweeted they updated today's short interest. Can we check that? I don't see an update right now. I see it at 18.85%. I haven't seen anything from Vortex. Mm. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything updated there. Oh, we'll have to check in later. Right now we're down 7%, 7 or almost 8%, 7.79%. The amount of volume though this morning is definitely a little bit different. Seeing it at 394K just for Webull alone, we're probably seeing a lot more when it comes to all right. No. Yeah. We're probably seeing what's this thing? A lot more when it comes to the overall all brokerage accounts. This is just Webull volume that you see up here at 394K. So if you go into Fidelity, you'll see a lot more. Multiple margin calls. So why are they able to control GME? Why weren't they able to control GME? Well, they're kind of controlling GME right now. So if you look at GME, it could have been to a level of easily over $1,000, but it didn't get there because of the fact that they were manipulating it. They're controlling it. Where the price is now, they're controlling that as well. So if we look at GME, I believe they're down from what I've seen. They're at 180. Starting to feel a little cough coming on. So they're at 180 and dropped all the way down to, I think, 179 something. 177 of the open. So they're controlling it. Don't go. That's not to say they're not controlling GME, because they are controlling GME. They're looking to bring this price down as well, just not as much as what's going on with AMC. Maybe they don't have as much firepower in GME there, but I think both of them are going to squeeze. I just think AMC has more potential to, you can easily double from 50 to 100 versus doubling from 180, or let's say 200 for a round number, 200 to 400. It's easier to double the lower price than it is the higher price. You know what I mean? I just realized how much everything on my watch list is bleeding. Did something happen, or did the stock gods wake up and choose violence? That's a good way to put it. No, I like I said, I just think that the hedge funds are taking a lot of these positions that they own, the calls that they own, and they're pulling some assets out of there. They're pulling some money out of those positions, and that's why you're seeing a lot of the market bleed, because they're getting prepared to probably, at this point, it would be way more than quadrupling up on their short positions. They're just going to keep doing it because they have money to do it. Telling you guys, once you accept the price you are seeing isn't real, all of your stress will go away about these two positions. Yes, I agree with you. Trust me, they only recently jumped on the bandwagon. I remember a couple of months back, they were bashing AMC. What are we talking about? Maybe Robinhood, this AM from, I don't know why. I could tax them. If the article title literally says, "Is it time to move on to Newegg?" Yeah, I don't understand that. Love it. Stolen money. Yeah, guys, I think we can make it to 1,000 likes today. That's usually my goal every day. If you guys can get me there, I would appreciate it so much. Everything on discount, literally, right now, literally every stock. It looks like it, yes. So guys, hit that like button. Up to maybe 650 likes at the moment. 700 likes, that would be great. So let's see. We're down to $41.32, just updated, down 8.32% for AMC, and GME is at $181.04, down $9.62, which is 5.05%. This show is why taking an initial investment are so important, so you can be able to play with house money. Also, so that you would have room to put more money into this. Because look at this. If you actually found a way to take your initial investment, let's say at 76, right? Now you have so much room to where you sold some position at 76 or 70 or 60 or whatever, and now you can put some more money into it at 40 or 39, right? It gives you room to buy more shares so that you actually hold more power, because you know that they're going to bring this down. So taking initial investment or a small chunk can actually give you a lot in the end. As long as you bought, or as long as you sold a little bit higher than where it was. So for me, I took my initial investment way early. That means that it was very difficult I took initial investment plus a little bit of profit. So I actually took some of that profit and put that back into it. That's why you see me with 900 shares instead of like the, I was at 656 that I had previously, or 700 that I had previously. So that's why, is because I can take a little bit more that was considered profit and put it into there, while my initial investment is still, some is put into cryptocurrency and some is actually in ZOM and SOS, which is technically losing money right now. You always ask me to like your videos while I'm driving. I need to learn to hit the like button before I start driving and put my phone away. I usually just listen. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, I usually tell people to hit the like button right when I get in here, right when I start. But then again, there's always an influx of people, a new rotation of people, because typically I'll have like concurrent viewers of a little bit less than 1,000. And when I have those concurrent viewers, it continues to move, because the overall views are around 10,000, but there was only 800 or 600 viewers. That means that there's a rotation of viewers. So I have to say, hit the like button for new people that come in. I think EZK is going to, CARV is up 78%. It just made some tendies to bring the AMC. That's awesome. Yeah, this is what they want to take away from us. Anything that they hold positions in, they're gonna pull their money out of there so that we don't find a way to put the gains into AMC. Where's Mom has a lot of viewers. I mean, I don't understand what that has to do with anything, but I would imagine that would be true. Guys, make sure you go over to my Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, and here's my Twitter handle. You want to go over there, follow me on Twitter. Make sure you go over here and retweet this. Let's see if we can get it trending. I don't know if we can, but go ahead and do it. AMC is looking like it's getting closer and closer to that 9% mark, 9% down. GME is still hovering around that 5% down. I'm thinking we might see something reverse today. It just looks way too low. The entire market is down the pre-market hours. That looks like AMC right now. Look at any stock randomly. Yeah, I mean, you can look at all of these positions. There's some positions that I can see here, but I have it sorted by price. And to tell you the truth, a lot of these positions aren't really that high of an increase. You have something here, which is 13% up. But I mean, that's the exception, not really the rule, right? You think the fact that literally almost every stock is red is more than just manipulation. I think there's a chance, yes, you could see it more than just manipulation, but just think about it. The thing that really controls the markets are mass groups of people that are looking to sell positions, right? People with money and hedge funds, right? All the people that have a ton into certain areas, and then they decide that, oh, well, you know what? I don't want to hold this, or I don't want to hold all of this. So what they're going to do is pull those positions out. So I think it's a mass form of manipulation, and I don't like to sit here and just focus on manipulation. But you look at it in general, and you say that yes, institutions could be moving around their money, but they're not moving it around to where you see a lot of buying action. you see selling action where they're just pulling it out. They're pulling out crypto. They're pulling out stocks. They're pulling out, anything, ETFs that I've seen that are down quite a bit more than what I've seen in the past. And then you obviously have hedge funds that are continuing to short this as people are pulling out. So I think what ultimately is happening is that institutions are probably pulling out some of their funds. You're seeing hedge funds that are pulling out some of their funds, which essentially bring down the price that they already had long on those positions. And then they're making money on any shorts that they did have up at the top. That makes sense? So let's say I'm a hedge fund and I have shares shorted in AMC, right? Right. That's set aside. They're shorted out there in AMC. Now you have institutions that have 100,000 shares of AMC. You have other hedge funds that have 100,000 shares of AMC. So think about how the hedge funds would be able to make money that shorted the position. Well, institutions sell their positions, which ultimately decreases the price because so many shares ended up selling or getting sold. You have other hedge funds that decide to sell that position as well. Maybe they don't believe that it's going to continue to go up. They want to cut their losses. So then it brings it down even more. And then the short positions end up gaining money on the price that the stock is going down. So it looks like everything's together. You know what I mean? I wanted to hear your thoughts. Trade was a very troubling. That is more or less a huge crash is coming, not only for the market, our economy in general, which is what will cause the. I don't know. I don't know, because if we see a major crash, I think there's going to be a lot of people that aren't willing to hold, and that will suck. But I don't think we're going to see a major crash right now. I think yes, we do have a crash coming, and people have been saying that for 5 years now. Literally every year I've heard, "Oh, crash is coming this year. What to do in a crash? The stock market is going to crash. It's inevitable." And the news is something that would crash the market, right? So having all of that news and then having it actually play out, something that crashes the market, not just something that, if someone says, "Oh, it's going to happen because of, our economy is in the shitter or inflation or whatever," right? The stock market is based off of buyers and sellers. It's all based off of buyers and sellers. So if people are not selling, it's not going to crash. If people are buying, it's not going to crash. So for them creating this news, it's easier to understand, or I guess it's sorry, I lost my place. For them creating this news, it basically creates that fear, which can essentially cause a crash if you have some institutions that choose to sell off, some hedge funds that choose to pull their money out. You have retail traders that choose to sell off. That's the only thing that's really going to crash this thing is if you see all three of those kind of pull their money out at the exact same time. It's like if you went to the bank and you wanted to pull your money out, or you wanted to pull your money out, but then there was a line of 20 plus people that were looking to pull out all their money. It's going to be, very difficult. You're going to see a lot of negativity happen there. I guess I don't know where I was going with that. That's funny. All right. So it's 8:03. I'll go to that. DJ Matt? I don't know what that is. I'm hoping that this pullback is them pulling out of their position. Requirements. Doubt it though. I think that sort of is the case. We're now down 9.65%, so it is decreasing a little bit more. Let's look at GME to see if they have decreased a little bit more. AMC down almost 19%. They really are trying to scare everyone. Yeah, they absolutely are. And I don't think it's working. I don't think it's working at all. We're seeing this drop down, creating lower highs, lower lows. Understandable. They can do whatever they want to do, but I mean, we're holding on to the position. Let's look at GME from 3 months ago. It's identical. If people buy while the price continues to tumble, doesn't that just help the hedges? If people continue to buy while the price is tumbling, does that help the hedges? No, it shouldn't. It's just pissing me off, not scaring me. Yeah, I know what you mean. Because you want to see the gains. They're taking the gains away from you. It sucks to see your account drop down. I'm down to up $12,000 instead of being up, 30 plus or so. I'm down, I guess I'm down in the last couple of days. I was down $6,000 yesterday, and I would imagine I'm down quite a bit today. From not just AMC, but also, really the entire market. SOS is down to $2.81. That's a pretty big drop. ZOM, I believe, is down to like 70 cents. So everything is down. Some more than others. FAMI is down quite a bit. Fubo TV is down quite a bit. Hey, I love seeing it. The reason I love seeing it creates buying opportunities. Fubo TV is definitely a buy if it gets to $20. If it finds a way to get to $20, that's definitely a buy. I'll tell you that. So they profit as people buy in at lower and lower prices. No, they only profit if they end up like they short it. Say they shorted it at 50, and it goes down to 40. They're obviously profitable at that point. But then if they end up covering right there, they made that money. They made that difference. Why do you think we consolidated mid 50s for this week? We had the ability to do this all along. Just mental warfare, not selling. Yeah, I mean, you look at it, and yeah, we were consolidating mid 50s, and it was not a bad thing that we've seen consolidation. Usually, consolidation leads to, massive increases. Maybe they were building up to basically set what they would sell, what they're looking to get rid of, and how much panic they're planning on making in the market. And if they know that the overall stock market is going to be affected negatively, then they probably want to get out of their positions early, right? Because they're going to have to get out of their positions early, because in order to cover, they need to basically pull out a lot of those assets. So, yeah, I mean, we were consolidating around 50, between 50 and 60, and they just didn't want us to get to certain levels so that we have more and more buying power. And this is taking away some buying power that we may have, because some people were probably planning on taking some profits, putting it into AMC, and those profits went against you. We understand. Good morning, Matt. I think people got their chance to buy again at cheaper prices. I remember in February and March when it dipped so badly, it was negative 80%. But I bought more because I believe. Yeah, I mean, down to $5 or $4, one, that would be amazing right now, because it shows the potential that it would have. It shows all the manipulation that goes into this position. And if everything else fails in the market, AMC, GME, a lot of these shorted positions should actually be positive. Those should be the only things that are positive, because they're going to be covering those shorts. If they're pulling position or money out of other positions, these should be positive to an extent. I meant GME rose to 40. I'm sensing a pullback to 35. Please don't tip to $5, please. I mean, it would be it would I don't know, take a lot of mental strength in order to hold on to that if it dips to $5, which I think I would be comfortable with. I totally would, because I would, like I said, I would buy up everything. Because one, my initial investment's already covered, so I would literally take that initial investment and buy up every single little piece of AMC that I could possibly buy. It wouldn't ruin you unless you sell. And if you're trading on margin, then it would probably ruin you a lot. But it wouldn't ruin you unless you sell the position. So either way, I don't see it pulling back that far. I've held at a loss of 80%, so I ain't tripping. Yeah, I've held at a loss. I think it was like 60%, and held through that. So if I can hold through a loss of 60%, I can hold through a gain. I guess if I look at this, where I updated my cost basis, a gain of 52%. You're not mentally strong. Is that what you're saying? Understandable. How much profit between 3 and 100 is? It's only a matter of time. It's not if, but when. That's a great point. That's a great point. Thank you for joining me on Twitter, by the way, or not Twitter, Twitch. Jesus, Twitch. I appreciate you over there. You're absolutely right. $945 people in here, guys. If you can hit the like button, it would really help me out. I appreciate it. My goal today, every day, really is 1,000 likes. So get me there, and it would mean a lot. I'm on both. Perfect. Well, thank you for being on both. I appreciate that a lot. A buy at 20. You sell your position. When will I sell my position? I have multiple stages on the way up. So buying more just gives me more of that opportunity. But I have stages on the way up to where I feel like hedge funds are going to continue to try and fight it. After a certain point, they can't really fight it anymore because they're giving up on the shorts. But before then, somewhere around 100, 200, 300, all the way probably to 500, you're not going to see maybe too much covering. It's going to be more or less FOMO buying that's going into that position. But then once you start to see the shorts cover, it's going to be a different story. So there's going to be a fight between where we're at and probably, let's say, $400 or $500, and you're going to see those points to where it gets up to $100, $120 and then pulls back. And when it does pull back, it could pull back to like 80, then increase back over 100, go up to 200. It could be another level where people are going to sell. I'll pull a little bit out and then probably put more back in. If it does go lower, put some of the profits back in, and then watch the rest skyrocket. But ultimately, if it can end up getting to about $10,000, then that would, depending how much I have, I hope to have somewhere around 300 to 400 shares at that point, if it does get to that point. And I would basically say that I would pocket somewhere around, if it was after taxes, $2 million. But that's before taxes, it would be $4 million. Is I'm gonna buy at 70? I think it is. I'm still holding, and I wanted to buy more, but I think I'm gonna pull that money out and put it into, um, not pull the money out of Zom. I'm gonna pull the money out of my cash from Webull. So I have $1,300 in Webull as cash, and I was thinking of pulling that out and putting it into Coinbase, not the money out of Zom. Zom is gonna stay in there. About to break 1 million of volume. Wonder if today will be a start of a nice turnaround. I mean, it could be, but we're seeing a lot of sell volume versus, or short volume and sell volume versus buy volume. So let's look at AMC. It's now at $40.23. Has dropped down to about $40.05. So we're getting close to where this double touch point actually is. So if we go back to 6 months, we can see that this touch point is at $39.71. Could we see that double touch point? Yes, we could. Could we see a touch point at $37? Yes, we could. But either way, I mean, it's setting up for a nice dip, a nice way to buy some of these shares. Good morning, Matt. Taking a hit. Yeah, everybody's taking a hit on a lot of positions, not just AMC, but it's a ton of positions out there. Let's see if we can get a turnaround. It looks like U1 is up 23%. Once you get Twitch affiliate, you can use my Prime on you. I don't know what that means. Follow me from Philly. This is not. Ask me if Brenda was there. Spam. Holding 750 shares at $10.20. That's awesome. So then you have a long way to go before that actually can come back to your cost basis. My cost basis is 26 and it continues. Well, it did continue to increase. It was at, I think 16 or something, and was at 23. Now it's at 26. So it's not really much of a difference. My floor is 69,420 a share. Brenda's got to be. Now, do you think the price action is mostly due to the fact that over 5 million shares were loaned out yesterday? That could be to a point to where they are shorting that position, so they can loan them out ahead of time and actually short them in a future date. So that could be a portion of it, but I think it's more or less that hedge funds and institutions are probably clearing house when it comes to owning positions in the stock. And they did not use them all. Yeah, they didn't use them all yesterday. Twitch Prime is essentially a free subscription, $5 per month. You get one for having Amazon. Oh, that's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'll become an affiliate because then if I become an affiliate, I can't dual stream. I can only stream on Twitch, which means that if I put it on any other platform, you can get banned on Twitch. Which it's I have 245 followers, but still don't want to lose those. Have you seen this time? POFA? No. Um, I've heard it floating around. No, I don't know. Because I'm good to get it at 70. I think ZOM is not bad to get in at 70. Right now, I'm sitting on my ZOM and looking for that to increase after we see the squeeze. So it's not something where I'm going to take any profits before the squeeze unless we see it, suddenly jump up to 130 or 140. I'll take a little bit out and wait for that to pull back to $1, and then get back in and watch that push up again. Sorry, had to lighten the mood. I didn't even read that, but it's funny. You smoke herbs? No, I don't. I don't smoke anything. The market did this just before. Finally got it. See, I knew for some reason I didn't want to say, uh, BOFA, so I just said BOFA. But still, both of these. It's funny though. I bought it at 62, and um, yeah, not even pays me anymore, and I know I'm not so awesome. Yeah, I would agree with you. I really think people that are down 20, 30, $40, they'll magically sell instead of buying more. Yeah, I mean, there's some people that do. I guess for some reason, it seems like they take pride in selling at the lows and buying at the highs. There's some people that just don't understand it. Um, my brother-in-law has all of these jokes. Well, they're funny. Um, but yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are holding the position that won't just buy more, or that will just buy more. Sorry, and there's other people that will not buy more. They'll probably sell because they're getting scared to lose their gains when there's so much more potential in this position, so much more. So, guys, I'll ask you, let's say, 3 more times, and it's probably gonna be more than that. Guys, hit the like button. Uh, it does help out. We have 991 people in here. What's his name? Alpaca? Um, Matt, you like alpacas or not? I know what you're getting at here. Um, and no, I don't. How does MRN look to you? Looks like a nice price to get into. MRIN. Let's see. Yeah, I mean it's down 14% to $16.45. Let's look at let's see if Vortex updated. Nah. I would like to see if Vortex updated so I can actually look at MRIN on Vortex data. Because they're still sitting at 126%. Still shorted at 12.45 million shares. So does look like a good buy. I mean, you can definitely get some gains out of it. But do I see it as like a squeeze? No, I don't. I just see it as something that can increase very quickly. Um, does it worry you that they can run this down like this like this in the pre-market? No, because there's no halting that they can in the pre-market. It doesn't worry me that they can do this. I know that this is the case. They run it up and they can easily run it down just like that. It's down to $39.73, down 11.78%. That's a pretty big percentage. It's still only down $5. It looks like a higher percentage because you're not expecting to see 11% down, but yeah, it's still only $5. You ain't read it yet? Read what yet? That was gonna be the last one. I don't know what you're talking about here. The new buy walls are crazy high on AMC, and it keeps going down. This is crazy how much people can control the world with money. Yeah, I mean it's insane. Give him time. I don't know what you're talking about. $39.33 new low. Sorry, forgot to say. Good morning, Matt. Would you be able to check SI or let's look at recently viewed? It looks like XELA is down 13% from where it was at. Everything's really down. I would say it can hit these lows. Back on July 2nd, it can go back to these lows of $1.80. And it looks like it could be a point to where it is going to resist. So it did resist in the pre-market in the beginning or the after hours market, and then started to kind of fall a little bit. I guess recover maybe a little bit, but still fall down quite a bit. So I don't know what you're saying here. That's way too far back at this point. I would lose my place if I did that. South American Luxury. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. 5 new members today. Everybody that became a member, thank you guys for becoming a member of the channel. It's very cheap. I make it 99 cents so everybody can comment in the comment section or in the chat. And if you don't like it, you can always cancel the next month. It's 99 cents. and make it the cheapest membership you could possibly make it. What's our next line of support? 33. Our next line of support looks like it's like 37. Let's go to AMC real quick. And we can bring up 6 months. And we could see it's not a firm support level. I would say firm support level is a lot lower. But I would say we're still looking at about 37. I think the lowest point right there is 37.66. 37.66 will probably be that level. So I'll put it here. I don't know why that's coming up as. I'll just put it here. I'll put it right there. I can be that level that we can see it get to. You're saying Ligma nuts. Yeah. Okay, I stopped now. I'm hiding my passport through jokes. Bad timing. No, it's funny. It's perfect. Let's see picture at Matt. It's clear and in the final stages, but it's still in transit. See, I bought a battery for my HP laptop and they sent me the wrong one, so I bought one off Amazon. It'll be here today. That sucks. You can like go to Best Buy. They didn't have like the same charger. Sometimes they do. Johnny, because you didn't get the Sugma edition. That looks like a natural sell-off. Oh, you're joking. Zoom out a tad. It's not natural. Yeah, it's not natural. Yeah, he was joking. I feel like reading with my yellow badge. Best Buy is on the other side of town. Okay, understood. Guys, we have 1,041 people in here. Thank you for coming through and watching. I appreciate it. Definitely hit the like button. Almost at 900 likes. My goal for today is 1,000, and yeah, my goal for every day is 1,000. We can definitely see that level of support be somewhere around 37. I don't think it'll surpass 37. I think we might see a bounce somewhere around that point. But yeah. Oh man, there we go. 900 likes. Oh, I needed to stretch. But yeah, if you guys want to become a member and chat in the chat, it's 99 cents. The link is in the description. It's the first link in the description if you're trying to join as a member. That side of town would be, and my side of town is AMC. AMC hookers. I know what you were trying to say there. Autocorrect is weird. That's one of those most common autocorrects, isn't it? So typically autocorrect picks the most common word that you use. So, all right. Start stressing me out today. You gotta take a step back. My bad, my stimulus check isn't in my account yet. Solo autocorrect. Yes. Have you ever transferred to Webull? Yes, I did transfer to Webull. I went from Fidelity to Webull. I started yesterday. I only have AMC at Robinhood. I just don't trust them. Am I screwed? No, you're not. It's going to give you the same amount of shares that you had. It's not going to be something where you're worried about selling right now because it's going low. This actually makes you hands off, so you don't have to worry about that, and will give you that perspective that you needed. If you aren't 100% diamond hands, then it'll give you that perspective that you really needed with the position. So you'll start to go into other positions and understand, when you can hold on to a position, what potential it has, and if a decrease really does scare you. AMC has been flat for weeks, and they get good news. It's going to happen. Sorry, just to cut myself off. It's probably going to take about 5 days for it to go through, but you'll be good. AMC has been flat for weeks. Then we get good news and it goes down. Hedge funds don't manipulate stocks. I got the sarcasm. I guess for people that didn't get it. I had to join to give an amen to your comment. These hedge funds effed up. They do. Seatbelts on. I'm ready. Bought another $10,000 today. Forget them. My kids are set for life now. Yes, but I'd agree with you there. Matt, what are your thoughts on SafeMoon wallet? I haven't seen SafeMoon wallet. You see the price reaching 0.0001 cent by next year. It depends how much activity goes into it, because I know they have a burn rate, and when they have a burn rate, it's it's something that pulls away from the supply, which essentially will increase the price, because if it pulls away from the supply, you're giving some of those coins to some people, and you're burning off some, and it brings it to a reasonable market cap. So with less supply, the more activity that you have, the higher the price goes. That makes sense? There's nothing natural about this. Last ditch effort before tomorrow. FTDs. Hold apes. I'm down on my position and hold it. I believe in the trade. Do your own research. You will believe it. You believe it too. That's really well said. And I would like to say, obviously, none of this is financial advice, but I'm telling you what I'm doing, and other people are telling you what they're doing. This is what this community is about having that conversation to understand where people's heads are. If we didn't have these communities, a lot of people might have sold the position because you don't have confirmation that other people are looking to hold, that people are there with you, that you have thousands and thousands and thousands of people that are looking to hold on to it and, continue this movement, So, well said. Thank you for the super chat. 13 days really does nothing. You know about the 13 days of being on the list, which we are on. I know about it. It just doesn't seem like it's going to do much. We've had other stocks that were on that list from what I've heard, and I haven't seen it. GME was on that list for, I guess, 66 days or something before it actually made some moves. Other positions have been on for a lot more. So it doesn't really make a true difference. And I don't want to get stuck on something that being a catalyst that, you're depending on somebody else, not just depending on you holding or all apes holding. I think it did, but some people think otherwise. Yeah, I know. It's BS and won't do anything. Regulations are useless and they don't enforce. Yeah, they don't ever, from what I understand, and I don't want to use absolutes and say ever, but they hardly enforce anything. And it kind of grinds my gears. But, whatever. Apparently a company was on it for over 200 days. Yeah. if that's the case, then you look at AMC and say, what's different? That came in late. I guess we can just forget this day because the whole market is red. It's having covered, just increase their position. On paper, we are looking good. How low can they go? One, I'm thinking that we're going to see a level of where this line is, so around $37 and I think 66 cents is the line. And I'm thinking that that's where we're going to see probably a full bounce. Maybe before that, you might see some buy walls before that. But yeah, ICP is on sale again. I haven't checked it. The market is down. The crypto market is down 6.25%. The overall market, Bitcoin's down 6%. Ethereum's down 9%. Ethereum, 2 is down 9. It's down the same price. Cardano is down 5%. XRP is down 7%. Dogecoin is down 9%. Let's see. Yes, it looks like internet computer is down to $42. So either way, it continues to create more opportunity for me to buy in more and more. I would love to see it drop down to single digits because I would buy a crazy amount. But yeah, I just keep buying crypto, and it's gonna pay off in a big way. So yeah, I'm hoping that. I mean, I bought Compound, but I'm hoping I can buy more Compound, let that run. Type of torture where people are hours with the lights off. Every now and then they turn on the lights for a minute, bring the victims hope. Only to rip it away from them when the light goes off. This weakness, they're right, over and over again until the victims cave and give up. I believe this is what was happening here. They crush the stock, they let it run up, crush it until apes slowly fall off. That is a great point. That is a great point. I love the way you said that. So I really like that. I'm gonna copy that. We just need to hold. We just need to not give up at those points. But I like that. Thank you for saying that, Mr. Fruits over on Twitch. Thank you for your answer and for what you do. Always friendly, no matter the questions. Yeah, I try to be. On Matt, and no one is selling a thing. Some people are gonna get scared at the open. Just be ready to see that apes. Yeah, I'm thinking we might have some people that are scared at the open. If we see it start to come back towards the last 30 minutes, we might see less people that are scared, but more shorting that's going on. So don't be, even though this is going completely negative, don't think that this will just continue to go negative, because it can completely come back. You can see people that are really willing to buy at these prices and see it jump up, or you can see people that are really scared with the down market and, hold off from buying more, and some people might end up selling. So it's 3.4 million volume. 1.7 million volume in Webull is not bad. I guess 3.4 million volume overall, not bad either. The only thing is that's a lot of sell volume and shorting volume. I would imagine more shorting volume than anything. Let me look at. Yeah, it's been nothing but downhill from the moment that it closed. Stair stepping on the way down, creating lower highs, lower lows, a glimpse of hope right here and then took it away. Always chuckle when I hear internet computer. Yeah, so does my brother-in-law. He talks about that all the time. He's like, that's such a stupid name. I mean, it is a stupid name. Um, AMC casuals. AMC casuals are seeing, or sorry, are all selling. Sucks. We need more diehards to take their place. Well, we will. As you see the price go down, people start buying more. That's just how it goes. But I would imagine you're seeing less selling, more shorting that is going on here. But you do have some people that are selling, and you probably have that 20% ish that's probably day trading and swing trading, and does after hours trading and makes these moves as you're seeing that. You do have some retail traders that have shorted the position. Can you explain the difference between a put and a call option? So I hope that I gained something, because we just had a conversation with my brother-in-law yesterday about options that I'm going to be uploading. I'm going to be editing and uploading a while from now. We have to go through some edits because it was a long conversation to where we talked about options as a whole and got an understanding from someone who's basically new to options. So basically, a call option is where you're hoping for that to go above a certain price in a certain period of time. So say you have a strike price of $45 for Friday. If it goes above that, I guess depending where the break-even point is, you can make money. So if it goes, $46 where it is, and you look to sell that, you can gain money from it. The opposite with puts is that you're looking for this price to go down, right? You think the price is going to be lower than $45, and that's really the difference. It's kind of the same thing as like a buying and shorting. The two differences. You're hoping for the price to go up with buying, and you're hoping for the price to go down with shorting. So room, you're only giving into those thieves. We need to keep buying the dips and say F you. It is down 2%. Yeah, everything is down. Predictions for AMC today. I'm thinking we're going to see a little bit of a comeback. I was thinking we might see something of break even. We're only down $5, but depending on how people take it, we could see it drop a little bit more. So I'm thinking we might see this initially come back quite a bit and then pull back and have a V-shaped recovery to where it gets close to break even, maybe 43. But I don't want to say that this is going to continue on this trajectory and be down 15% or 12 to 15%. I don't think that's the case. I think we're going to see an ultimate recovery once it gets to a certain point to where people end up buying in, where you see it bounce. At this moment, when you look at the 4-hour candlesticks, is being oversold. So being oversold gives you that ability to see some sort of an increase, even though the overall market is down. So it's really hard to predict what's going to happen today because it's so far down and it's not showing any form of positivity and stuff. We need to ask Matt what he would do in this situation. When I say AMC casuals, I mean people who saw the craze and bought shares without really knowing why they're buying. Yeah, I guess that's true. I just call those FOMO buyers. I'm sure a lot of those people are already gone. Yeah, people that bought at $70, of course. I'm buying 2 puts just in case it goes down. my position since I'll be holding. Yeah, I mean, do whatever you feel is necessary. I don't have the option to do anything with options. See what I did there? I have the option to do anything with options, so I'm not given that option. I was up every stream talking about Macros. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. You can always get a new house. What? All right, so we have 960, or sorry, we have 962 likes, and we have 1,000, 38 people in here. Guys, hit the like button. We're almost at 1,000 likes. We're literally 37 away. I had to do quick math, and it worked. 37 away from getting to that point. Now we're very, very close. Let me know if you're the 1,000th like. You don't get anything, but just let me know. Uh-oh, here we go. Who's gonna win? And there we go. We got 1,000. We got to 1,006. Who was the 1,000th like? Any news on CARV? No, I don't have any news on them. It says 1K likes here. Yes, I got 1,023 likes. So thank you guys for getting me there. I appreciate it. Now I'll stop asking. I think sometimes I get caught up, and that's usually like the trend. CARV, why is that up so much? It's up 75%. I don't really know why it is up. What is the news that comes to it? 1 hour ago, 31 stocks that are moving Thursday in the pre-market session. Doesn't really give you any type of detail behind it. Just gives you the stock names. Yeah, but it's up quite a bit from $10 where it closed up to $18, all the way up to a high of $20. Could this continue to run? Possibly. John Doe was the 1K like. I have not heard about Loki today. Yeah, you're not going to hear about it. Tony Romo gets way more likes. Come on now. 3, get out of Robinhood. Are we avoiding Loki because of all the Loki apocalyptic event talk? No. I'm just kind of avoiding Loki because some people might not have seen anything. I've seen it. I obviously seen it very, very early on. I would love to do like a Loki stream, but that's not part of anything that I do on any of my channels. I mean, I could do a reaction video to how I felt about Loki. I guess I can do that because I do love Marvel, but that's on a different channel. With sell puts, but that's not. It's above me. I don't know how to do that. Started Loki yet? Well, you should probably watch it. 1.4K people waiting for Matt Kors. What the fuck? I don't know. I guess it's the community. They wait for it, but it's cool. I mean, they're waiting to see what he has to say about what's going on, and I understand why. Right now, GameStop is down 6.38%. Ooh. I'm so tired because I went to sleep at like 12:40 something. Oh yeah, bro, let's make this money first. Haven't seen Loki yet. You might want to take a look at it. You have to watch it. They be shorting the fuck out of this stock. They do. That's a great way to put it, by the way. They truly do. They don't give up. This is one thing that I noticed from hedge funds and people with money. They don't give up. Loki stream with AMC ticker as a co-host. Loki and AMC. I don't think that'll work. At some point, the whales are gonna step up and start buying the stock. They're so comfortable at higher levels that this is going to look like a huge opportunity to the big firms. Yeah, it definitely could look like a big opportunity to them, but they're nowhere to be found right now. Loki is just wow. And Easter eggs, I know, a lot of them. That's all that can be said. Yeah, the funny thing is my brother. I talked to him about Loki and all things Marvel. We're gonna go see Black Widow this weekend, and what was I going with? We're gonna see Black Widow this weekend. Oh, so I talked to my brother about different shows, and he was telling me how he's seen WandaVision, and he fell behind on Captain America and the Winter Soldier, or previously the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then he was telling me he didn't watch a shred of Loki, and I was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm waiting for my son to get involved," and come to find out, his son watched literally the whole thing, um, and probably watched the new episode this week. So, Chris was like, "Well, f that," and started watching it all. It's too good to miss out. You can't miss that many weeks and expect you're going to get a bunch of spoilers that pop up. At least for me, I mean that does happen. AMC is now currently at $39 and 96 cents, 93 cents. It's 11.4% down. We're seeing this come back a little bit. You see that bounce off of lower 39s. So let's see if we can see that increase. I'm thinking we could see a finish somewhere right below 45, maybe let's say 43 to 45, in between that range. I don't think we're going to finish really, really low. I think we're going to finish like sort of positively. That's exactly what's going on with me. I'm waiting on my fiance so we can get caught up on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So we can start Loki. You haven't watched the Falcon and the Winter Soldier or Loki? Jeez. AMC at 4.4 million in volume. That's not bad, but it does look like it's a lot of selling and shorting volume over anything else. So you can see volume both ways, and volume doesn't mean that it's going to increase. You think they could be getting ready to cover? Yeah, I mean they could be getting ready, or they could be doubling down. Or I guess they've already doubled down, they've already tripled down, they've already quadrupled down, but they could be adding a lot more to it, basically. So I think we're sitting in a good spot. I think we're moving. We're making that move back up here. Let's see if we can break some of these levels that we were looking at previously, and let's see if we can see some large movement. It seems like a lot of the bigger movement, like 801, where you see 291 million shares worth of volume, just go completely to the negative side after increasing so much. I know the SSR is less of a big deal than people make it out to be, but with that triggered yesterday, how can this be shorted so much while going down so much? I try to tell people that some hedge funds are exempt from um, the SSR, and if they're doing a lot of the naked shorts, these naked shorts that aren't really tracked or you know looked at, right? Then it's something where they can't really say, oh, they're shorting this position, they're not allowed to short the position. It makes it more difficult for people to short in a normal case. You can short. I know for me, looking at Webull, if I wanted to short, I have no shorting option on AMC. But for hedge funds, it's a different story. They use a different platform. They don't use the same platforms that we use. They can short whenever the hell they want. That's what I'm convinced on. That they're completely exempt from the SSR. Your thoughts on CCIV merging into LCIG on July 3rd? I think it could be big as long as we're not seeing the stock market tank at that moment. I think it could be really big. Now, I would probably make a move into it for a swing trade. Mergers tend to be different than typical news, so it's not going to be like a buy the news, sell, or buy the rumor, sell the news type of thing. It would be more of a buy before the merger because the merger is going to blow type of thing. So I can definitely see an increase with CCIV. I did like CCIV. Anything around, I think, that $20 mark or so, $19, $20, I was all for. But anytime it did get to those points, I didn't have any money available, so I wasn't able to get into it. So I don't know where it is now. 25 or $23. It dropped down quite a bit from 25 where it closed at. It's BS. It's like exempt Tumbo from walking all in the center. I don't know what that means. I have my money ready for ready for a good buy. Um, it's looking strong, Mike. Yeah, I would. Let me go back here and get ready for this to make a move. GME. Oops. I think what's good is I like that YouTube decided to add the subscribers only portion to the chat because it does slow down the chat for a lot of people that have a ton of subscribers in there or a ton of people in watching the video. But and for like a lot of the bigger, like, I guess, streamers that are getting tens of thousands of viewers, it makes sense because then you could start to read some of these chats, even though you still see a lot of super chats that come in versus regular chats. And this is what I try and get away from. I don't want as many super chats. You guys can become members, and you can always. It's only 99 cents, which is way less than what you would do for a super chat, and we can get your questions answered as long as I obviously can get to them, because it starts to get a little bit hectic sometimes when you put a bunch of questions. But by like the second time, maybe the third time, I will definitely answer it rather than having to keep posting it. So as our numbers looking on the like big button, at least we can get those up today. Yeah, the like button right now is up to 1,082 likes. I said I wouldn't ask any more because we did hit the 1,000 like goal. So I appreciate you guys for getting me to that point. 4.3 million shares pre-market volume. That's good and bad. One thing about subs only is like Meet Kevin. He never reads super chats. Yeah, I know. I was a member with me, Kevin. I mean, he goes through the regular um, members only. I mean, that's why he doesn't get as many super chats. I don't think he gets any, or he might have super chats off. I don't know. Um, but he doesn't get as many because people like he'll read a lot of the comments that come through, but he won't like read them aloud and let people know that he's reading their comments or anything. He'll just read one randomly and like it and then put it up on the screen. It's 4.8 million on Fidelity. No matter what, it's a high amount of volume that we're seeing right now. Currently, AMC is at uh, $40. Not bad. It is looking pretty strong. Let's see if we could see a comeback for the last 30 minutes or so. Sad to see crypto is falling in line with regular currency in the economy. I mean, you probably have you have a lot of institutions and hedge funds that put money into cryptocurrency, and when they pull out of other positions, they also pull out of crypto. They pull out of their assets in general and pour a portion out of everything. Not everything out completely, but a portion. Maybe they're pulling 20% out, and that can affect crypto and stocks. And it sucks to see crypto moving like that. A lot of times when you see the crypto, you see the stock market down, you're going to see crypto that's up. But lately we've been seeing it kind of correlate between the two. So yeah. All right, we got to 1,100 likes. You guys are really hitting that like button. You're amazing. I appreciate the love. It means a lot. I'm gonna play an ad though. For some people might get it, some people might not. Um, you're definitely buying it at this price. Total. Yes, right there with you. So now we're back up to about 10%, or I guess 11%. Um, a little bit under 11%, up to $40.16. So we can definitely see some stair stepping on the way up. Hopefully, we can find a large increase before this opens and continue to see it move as it does open, because that's what I want to see. I want to see a complete reversal of these positions and, make those moves there. So we got about an hour there. New zombies map is finally releasing next week. Really? I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. I've been playing a lot of Marvel's Avengers. They've had some new skins that they added, so I'm really hyped with those. Using all of those. So I'll have to take a look at that. When you say finally, were they supposed to release it before then, or is that something that were people just waiting on it? All I know is I kind of can't wait until August. You why? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So, all right, let me bring up GME as well, because we need to make sure we look at some of these. Also, maybe we can find some big gainers here and look for the markets. Um, we got some big gainers. Let's see how those end up moving today. So it was up quite a bit, but it fell in the after hours market when it did get to that point, and then in the pre market it also fell. Did rise a little bit, but then started falling again. Let's see how this is moving. This has been moving constant. It's been nothing but an increase, up to $18.38. Easy. MRM was a pump and dump. I mean, I wouldn't think of it as a pump and dump. I would just think of it as something that does have increased potential based on the amount of shorts that were out there. Um, I don't think it's a pump and dump. I think it still has a lot of potential in it. It's just not. It's not a squeeze. What people say, they go, "Oh, it's a squeeze." It's not. All right. So we have about 22 minutes until the market opens. Then we're set to go. We're ready to go. Guys, if you want to become a member and communicate in the live stream and future live streams, I do subscribers only in the beginning, and then we'll do members only, for the rest of it. So you work at a hospital. Can you tell me how people forgot to sue the inside of my mom's stomach back up? How people forgot? That seems like an issue. DBGI is moving. Yeah, I just seen that. TESS is moving. But yeah, there's some positions that are moving. Majority of positions, though, are pretty down. I'm so hungry. I was going to say, why does everything look red? But the funny thing is the things that are green on my screen um, are blacked out. If you notice that, anything that's green on my screen is blacked out because of the green screen. Wait, there's a green screen on my background. That's weird. No one said anything about that. No one said a damn thing about, well, I guess everything is red. So let me take a look at this. If I went back to AMC and I seen anything, anything that's green is like kind of like gray, see through. Why did nobody say a damn thing? Nobody said anything about it. Isn't black break even? No, I think no, I don't think they have that. It's white that's break even. Nobody said a damn thing about anything that was green being blacked out. Now you can see everything that's green here. Yeah, so you can see these markets that are green, everything that's green right here. I was like, what is going on? All right. But we're just waiting. AMC is actually coming back a little bit. It's now below 10%. So it was slowly making its move back. It was below 11%. Now it's below 10%, getting back up to $40 or so, finding these lows, getting to a point to where we can actually have these increase. That explains the gaps. A lot of the gaps that you were seeing here, I guess anything that was green, there was a complete gap in between. Nobody said a damn thing, man. If green, congrats, you're now delisted. Pretty much. That's how it was. Let's put a buy order in for $38.50. I hope this um, will not go through and that it jumps up today. And if not, then I would have bought the dip again. See, that's great to hear. Because if you feel as though it's going to make that move back down to maybe 38, then you would buy that dip. It would bounce. I think it solidly would bounce off of 37 if it does end up decreasing that much. But it looks like there's a lot of strength somewhere around that $39 mark. So I think it's going to increase. I think we're going to see this bounce here and get to a level of maybe 40, $42. And I think ultimately we're going to finish below the break even point. So I think buying is going to explode today for AMC. It definitely could. I'm hoping that's the case. We're seeing some good movement right now. Let's just hope that we can hold it. No? I appreciate everybody being here, everybody being here early in the morning and, you know, uh, getting up with me. I probably should have been on at 5 in the morning. There probably were some people that may have been panicking at that point. But I didn't know that Erica didn't have to work. I actually wasn't planning on getting on until about 7 o'clock ish after I took the kids to daycare. But now, tomorrow, I think depending on what the market is doing, what I'm going to do is I'll take the kids to daycare and get them ready. But I'm going to stream early in the morning, maybe at like 4 in the morning, and, go until they wake up. They might wake up at like 8 o'clock. So I can take them and come back and start streaming again. Or I can keep the stream running and just have the conversation going. It depends what you guys prefer. Hey Matthew, are you looking for any ideas for merch designs? Yeah, I mean, I definitely am. I have my Profit Hands merch, but I'm looking for another company to go through because the YouTube company, which is Teespring or something, sucks. Why 4? Why 4 in the morning? I usually go on at 5, and if I'm gonna have an hour that's cut, I would like to just start, I guess, a little bit early to see exactly when that movement happens. You know, what's gonna happen when we go live, like when I got distracted by what AMC was doing. We're getting close to 10%, but yeah, I would like to see whenever we go to a point to where the market is open for Weeble, we could see the movement there. Gamer Bun, who are you? Teespring takes ages to ship. Yeah, it looked like it. I received my shirt very early on. I think it took, I don't know, like 2 weeks, which is a lot. But then my hoodie, it actually took like I think it was like a month, like 2 months, 2 months, 2.5 months. It took a long time. People aren't going to be up at 4 in the morning. There are people up at 4 in the morning. There are people that watch me from uh, different places. So yes, there will be people that are up at 4 in the morning as the market is opening. There are people that actually in the Discord group that talk at 4 in the morning. So I notice it because I see it. Saw the report utilization of AMC went up 4%. So the short interest is definitely over 20. Yeah, let's actually take a look at that. I haven't even checked the. Oh, I was gonna say that. That would be ridiculous, but that's not it. So it looks like the short interest change as of now went up 0.06%. So they borrowed 314 shares, 314,000 shares today, and returned 256,000. I would imagine from all of the shares that they borrowed yesterday, they were able to do a lot of this shorting action. I doubt it. And then right after that, Norway is watching. We're gonna have to be up anyways. Yeah, see, they gave everyone how old are you? But why? Why? What's up with all these questions? Let's look at GME as well before everything happens. Let's break this down. For some reason, I'm feeling like I have a meeting. You have a do. That's why I asked him about merch ideas. I mean, you don't have to explain yourself. Just send me an email at Perry Media Group LLC at gmail.com. Yeah, if you're looking to reach out to me and for any like business related ideas, um, then reach out to me on my email address. I'll put it in the chat right now. But obviously only for business, inquiry. What? 10-minute warning. Yes, we're ready to go. We are ready to go. Hope I don't have a meeting early in the morning. I don't think I do. I have a lot of stuff to do before 12, so hopefully I don't. Find it later. All right, perfect. All right. So let's see what's happening here. It looks like AMC is now at $40.79. So we are making our move up. We are stair stepping on the way up. It looks like a decent gain. We have about 8 minutes left until the market opens. We should be good. So I'm going to play one more ad here. And if you get one, you get one. If you don't, you don't. And then we'll be good. I need to find a way to like clear out all my. All right. See what people are saying. What's GME at? GME is at 180. It's down 5.85%. We're seeing CARV that's up 63%, almost 64%. ARPO that's up 40%. That has decreased. It started to level out a little bit. Let's take a second to look at some crypto here, and let's look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin is currently did break past some of these points. Broke past the $21 mark right there. I believe was a previous. Just some of these levels, which I believe was a previous low. So, yeah, I mean, we still have ways to go here. At 19 cents, I think it could get down to that point. But either way, creates more buying opportunity, at least for me. I know that. Let's see. Ethereum Classic is down below 50 cents. What do you need my help with? What do you need my help with? Thanks for the email. I will connect there. All right, perfect. Car, what do you need my help with? It's a very secure and confident email. We can we not skip over? Your boy Matt had swag on 1,000 when he went live the Shorts channel yesterday after golf. I mean, I guess so. Yeah, I appreciate that. All right, so we have 3 minutes. Funny. We have 3 minutes. We're looking for this to make some moves. Everything is pretty much down, but I think we're set up for something good. The start of something new. To quote High School Musical. Been meaning to ask you, is that a golden banana shirt? Yes, it is. Yes, that's what we got on the shirts. We got it from Target. Snap! I didn't even notice. Yeah, we're ready to go, man. I'm telling you, I'm about that life. Random question: what are your tattoos of? Many different things. I have the Lord's Prayer right here. I have just different stuff. I have Carnage over here. I have some sort of face. I don't know. I would like a full like Marvel sleeve, but I don't have the room for a full Marvel sleeve, so I would need to put like maybe Marvel on my forearm, connect it to other things, and um, get a bunch of other things. So I definitely will be getting more tattoos, but it's a bunch of random stuff. Man, you hate me. No, I don't. I don't hate anybody. Hate is a very strong word. We're about to open. Hate is a very strong word. I don't hate anybody. I can't think of a single person that I hate. Trying to think. No. Can you please buy? What is this? Is it Jesus, what is it? Backstreet Boys, in sync. I don't know. One of those two. Hope I don't lose subscribers because of that, because I don't know who sings bye. Uh, it's AMC. Reminds me, I have a tattoo coming up this month. I need to get some ideas for my sleeve. Definitely add AMC there. So the last minute, we've seen this increase quite a bit, back up to 9% down. And now we're starting to see some movement here in both AMC and GME. Let's see this. Let's see this skyrocket. That's what we want to see. Back up to $41. Let's go. 41. Let's get to 42. We know that they're trying to short it. We know that they're trying to push this thing down, and they're going to continue to try. Look at that. We're looking at AMC. There's a lot of movement here in the recently these new stocks, but we're seeing this jump up to 41, 41.60, 41.63. Starting to come back a little bit, being a little bit overbought on the RSI, but we're seeing that continue to skyrocket. Let's go. Remember, I bought more shares yesterday at 43, so I'm looking for this to continue to increase. Let's get this rolling. We need this nothing but up. We understand what they're doing here. Jesus. Now let's look at the order books. No, I'm covering the order books here. But we have some sell walls that are coming in at 41.70, 41 or 42.65. It's obvious people don't think you're funny. I thought it was funny. What are you talking about? You we can't have a double standard here talking about how people are rude and like, you can't be rude here. $42. That's where we're standing at. Tips for the chat. I leave that up to the moderators. If they want to do it, you can go ahead and do it. So I don't ever jump on that. Wow, look at this pulling back so far. I'm not gonna pull it back, man. Let's go. Let's go. A bunch of buying power, a bunch of buying strength. We know the deal. Hey, what is TKZ saying? I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make money. Jesus. All the way back down to 40. They're really trying. They're really trying. I think both of you guys need to chill. I think Carselk and TZK. I think both need to just relax a little bit. Yeah, I know. There's a back and forth, but I think I think Carselk looks like he's uh, instigating the thing. Yeah, I can't deal with that. So on hide. It looks like TZK is actually okay. So after that timeout, I think it's not TZK that should be timed out, or that should be like banned or anything like that. Let's make money together. Yes. Let's see those green candles, baby. That's what we want to see. It looks like they're trying to really push us down. Oh. Come here. Come here. We got Carl again, so we're definitely going to see some moves. Thank you for the $2 super sticker. I appreciate that. And it looks like it's a Shiba Inu. Green screen, man. What are you doing? So now I hope that we can get like slow increases or fast increases. I'm all for it. But I hope we've seen whatever dip we were supposed to see and we can get up to a comfortable level. And I think, like I said, I think we're going to close somewhere around 43. So I would like to close up, but I think we're going to close around 43. And they're putting up a good fight. I salute them. Makes a victory that much sweeter. Yes, yes, it does. I, I dropped my water and Carl ran away. Carl, I'm sorry. Oh, I just hurt my hand, but it's okay. We'll live. Um, so AMC back down to 9%. It looks like it's sort of consolidating here. Don't bring Carl back. We need luck. Carl's right over there. He's going over to get some food. Why is today red? Government saying something today? No, it's just I believe it's hedge funds and institutions pulling their money out of regular stocks, including AMC, and then also a hedge fund shorting it while you have some of those institutions pulling it out of regular stocks. So it's just a buying day. I mean, it's literally just a buying day, and hopefully that. Yeah, there we go. Now Carl ran away. The stock drops more. Good job, Matt. I'm sorry. Carl. I just realized my stream was 10 minutes behind. That happens sometimes. It does. I appreciate the 400 people that are here. 463 people that are here. I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot. Why did you time me out? I didn't. One of the moderators did. I guess just reading some of the recent comments, it was probably something where it looked like you were instigating it, but it was actually his name Carselk. So I couldn't untime you out. So you just had to wait out the 300 seconds. I bought my daily, my one daily would have gotten more, but payday is Friday. I hear you. I need a burger. A burger sounds amazing right now. We're seeing this drop even more, down to $40.50, down 10%. Again, I think that this is going to be, you see all the buying power that we have here. It makes no sense why we're seeing, massive sell-offs going back and forth. We're already at 14 million worth of volume in the first 10 minutes. But this is just ridiculous. You know? You're seeing it pull down even more on a $40.20. So do your worst, man. Do your worst. Holding. Naked shorting, no doubt. Yeah. He wants to think apes are selling. We can understand and we can see that apes are not selling. Apes are buying. As we're buying, they're shorting. Down $800 in 2 days makes you mad. Try being down $12,000 in 2 days. Now we're about to break 39. Look at this. Breaking 39. I think we might see, if we do see a firm bounce as it's decreasing down to 37, then that's it. 37 is the key. But it looks like it is falling down. And just remember what happened when they decreased this stock all the way down to, from 20 down to $4. This is something that, could happen again. It could drop all the way down to really, really low lows. Understand that there are other stocks that are shorted over 100% from what we're seeing. They can find a way to short this over 100%. Right? They can short this as much as they possibly want without without having to cover right away. So if they end up doing all of that, this would just make it that much more of a squeeze. And it would be a crazy squeeze at that. And if it did drop down to those levels, I'm telling you, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I am buying up everything. I don't care what I have to put into these positions, but I will find a way to get my money into a place where I can buy AMC. And it's probably going to have to go through Fidelity, because Fidelity is the fastest form of transferring. I can transfer money from my bank account and it'll get there within a day. So then I can buy it at those levels and, just be happy. Now we're seeing this drop down to $38. Continuously being shorted. Look at this. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. They love pushing this thing down. Even though we have a lot of the buying volume, they're going to continually like partner all of these, maybe a little bit of sells with a lot of short action. Ridiculous. What's happening with AMC, or sorry, GME? Is it the same thing? It looks like GME is starting to pull back, or starting to push up from the 180 mark. So it did jump up to 184. I fell down to about 180, and now it's jumping up to 181, which we're seeing AMC start to have a green candlestick. Maybe not. Maybe not. Why haven't they halted this downward spiral? It hasn't. I think it's like 10%. If it falls more than 10%, that's when they start to halt it. And with this gap in between, they can continue to short it. So as long as they do have that gap where they let up on the shorts, you can continue to drive that down. And then what you're going to see is another, level out and probably another drop down. Should I put another 23K in AMC? It's whatever you're feeling. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you feel that's the best way, to either raise or lower your cost average or add more shares, then go ahead and do what you feel is best. Or if it's something where you are physically trying to average down, you should. You think you could do that? You have 3,400 shares. That's awesome. So you must be moving at a crazy rate down right now. I'm not going down for the thousands. Yeah. I'm dropping down thousands today so far. Put 23K into my bank account. You put 23K into my bank account, please. You're saying like, should I invest 23K? Oh well, how about you give me the 23K, and then I'll invest it. It's funny. Um, there should be a bounce around 37.5. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think it's 37. I thought it was $37.60. I think there should be a bounce somewhere around that point. But we're seeing a bounce right now from 38 up to 39 or so. Once it does settle, we'll start to see that really push up. But I'm freaking starving. I am starving. Hmm. Put double in price. Puts doubled in price. Wow. CARV is up 100%. Now 107%. Crazy. That's great movement. Opened up at $17 and now is over $22. Wow. That is pretty cool. You have to find one of those money trees. I guess so. So it halted. Yeah, it halted. It's suspended. You think it's going to go up more? You think I should play a chase? Have you found one of those money trees? I haven't found one of those money trees. they're going up because they were being shorted. I don't believe so. Both look like pump and dumps. I think you might be right. But can I gain at least $100 out of it today? It's a possibility. But something that moves that fast, sometimes you play a chase, and you end up, you know, buying something and selling it, and you can gain $1 or two, which would gain you $200 if you buy 100 shares, which I technically could buy and sell. But if I do that right now, I won't be able to pull the money out and put it into um, Ally Bank. If I use that money right now, I won't be able to pull it out today and put it into Ally Bank for crypto. That sucks. Let me actually look that up to see what if it's drawable. Looks like AMC is starting to come back. You'll get back to the 15 moving average. It was being well over sold, and now it's getting back to that 15 moving average. That looks really good. Oh, where the hell is my stuff? Oh, there you go. Draw. Okay. So I can't even use it right now because it's not what's it called? Can't think of the term. I'm thinking of doing it, but then I won't be able to, I mean, I can't take it out today either way, but I would be able to take it out tomorrow if I didn't trade this. But if I do trade it, I can possibly gain $200 or I can lose $20. Um, I don't know. I mean, I think I just got a paycheck today too, so yeah, I think so, or maybe not. No, I did not. Oh, you seen a gap up to 23, continuing to move. Look at that. Definitely fighting right here. Yeah, you wouldn't make that move. If you started seeing the large green candlestick, that's where you start moving. That gap up is amazing. I don't think that's going to continue. It might fight back and then start to increase again, but you're seeing a lot of buying power and selling pressure that's going through. Once you see that gap up, people are looking to sell. Look at this. Look at this move. Wow. Gonna break past that point. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. The reason I'm not gonna buy it is not because I don't want to chase it. I do, and I would have, but I need to move that money into cryptocurrency. So I'm not. I wouldn't be able to do it if I think it halted again from 23 to 24. Is that? This is more than 10%. Of course, it's dangerous. Oh yes, of course it's dangerous. No way am I swinging it. It literally would be a 2 second trade. It would be a point to where you buy in and you sell right away. So this is where I play. I always tell people not to play chases, especially if you're new to it. But if you can play chases effectively, it actually can work out really well because the price moves so fast that you can gain $2 within seconds, and then basically you gain the $100 that you were looking to gain right away. I've had plenty of times to where once I seen it start to run, you buy in, it goes up $2, you sell within maybe 1, 2, 3 seconds. So literally, it's buy 100, sell 100. So I've had those times, and then you also have those times where they come back on you and you lose $20 to $40. The chases, I mean, I have more of a different threshold. We're starting to see AMC make a move up to $41 right now, $41.20. This is a great move, absolutely amazing move. Let's see this continue. Look at that. Looks like some shorts are covering. Looks like they're covering some of their shorts there, and you're having some buying pressure that's in there. Those large green candlesticks out of nowhere, that's exactly what it looks like. Not all shorts are covering. I'm just saying they're covering some of maybe the earlier shorts that they had. But that's what that looks like to me. Problem with chasing is people get greedy. That's how they get burned. Yeah, you have to have your profit target, and it's with any case you have your profit target. I don't have a sell button. You're funny. Um, But yeah, that's basically what you have to do is like I see a chase that's coming on, and then what I'm going to do is I see the position as it starts to go up. You see the strength in it. So it's not going to stop where you buy in at the middle point. So as long as you have discipline and you say, all right, I'm accepting $100, boom, buy, sell. Don't get greedy. Just take what you want and something that you wouldn't have gained with a regular stock and go on about your day. Better keep covered. Yeah, I don't know about that. They're going to cover some, but then now you're seeing this break over these points, but you're seeing some buying that's going into it as well. So you're probably going to see it do like more of a bull flag setup to where it goes up a certain amount and then starts to consolidate, and then you're going to see them cover again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to see them probably decrease the stock somewhere around that $45 mark. I would hope that it goes up 50% and just skyrockets, but I don't know if that's the case. Look at this, here comes the consolidation for a drop. Come on, consolidate. I want to see what CARV does. I'm not going to buy into it because it went way above what I have available now. I was going to trade a little bit with margin and have that go up, but I'm not going to do this now. I am going to watch it though, because it's always great to watch. Seems like they only want to cover at 40. Just waiting on that big dip. Not getting my hopes up today. I'm getting my hopes up. My hopes are way up. All right, we got 2 minutes to the stream. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. I told you I wouldn't ask again, but we're almost at 1,200. So we're very close to getting to those likes. So I appreciate it if you can hit the like button. We're moving again. Look at this. Now, CARV is coming back. You might see the same. You might see that come back, and then you might see it start to push up yet again and go up, 200%. Look at how much buying strength is in that position. Wow. You're starting to see it pull back. So AMC is up to $43, or was up to $43. $42.70. It's crazy. It's a good movement. So yeah, we're so close to 1,200 likes. I think it's like 16 away from what I see. So if you haven't had a chance to tickle that like button, definitely do so. Or you can Hawk smash it, or you can just touch it. That sounded weird. Let me not say that. All right, all right. We're very close. 2 more likes. One more. Who is it? Who is it? Do likes give you more money or help spread to YouTube? It spreads to YouTube. So when you have likes, even when you stop streaming, it gives you the ability to be searchable on YouTube more. So that's usually what likes do. When people like the video or dislike it, engagement is really key, to tell you the truth. Because the most disliked video on YouTube still has a ton of views. All right. Well, it's 10 o'clock, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. If you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Also, subscribe to some of my other channels. Follow me on Twitter, which is in the chat and in the description. And also get your 2 free stocks with Webull down below, which I believe they have a promotion of like 4 free stocks right now, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, definitely check it out if you want free stocks. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hopefully, we see a continuation of this on the way up, and make a move back up to 45, 46, 47, 50, 60, whatever. I just want to see it get to that point. But thank you. It was a really good stream today. Even though we've seen this down, I'm glad I can, give you guys some sort of hope, a glimmer of hope. But I will see you guys in the next video.